Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner. Oh, the land of freedom and the hope
Oh, 600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my
Check one, I
God,
can't
it's
hear it.
early.
All right,
Check
folks,
one,
enjoy
check,
the
check.
show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5.
Now there you go.
Morning Mayhem starts now.
Too much for me.
With David
Master
Bazzell,
right here.
Roger Scott,
Master's
and
too loud.
Justin Moore. Live from the
Master.
Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
It's not your first time. I can't hear what you're saying. Damn
I
music's
think the
too
master's
loud.
loud. There you go. Smoking in New
Can you
Orleans.
turn it down a little more, please? I can't hear you.
All right, Joe. It is 6:09, Joe. Shannon, you know what we do at 6:09? We move it. Let's go.
Hit that gong on that. Move it. Get your damn act together, okay? Settle down just a little bit.
Okay? You turn it down.
Hey, baby! We're gonna be here all day! We're gonna be here all day, baby! I like this kind of party! Baby!
You turned me down there.
You guys, listen, I asked you to get your headphones on before we started
That's
the show.
exactly right.
Oh, what? I can't hear it because you
It's a
turned me
trickle
up a
down.
little bit.
It's a trickle down. Gotta get to my headsets. Give me 4 juice. Here we go.
This is what the
I'm
assisted
gonna
living
pull this
facilities
show
like.
over is what I'm gonna
Los
do.
Angeles.
Los
Joe, you
Angeles.
missed it. Everybody missed it.
I got it.
Roger would do his job. Be able to get to Los Angeles.
I know, and then I could barely hear myself.
Well,
No,
You don't have to hear you.
Listen, guys, really getting on the way. There you go.
are we
Turn
good?
me up.
It's a second to the left. From the
That's
right.
me, that's me.
This you? No. Next one. There's only one bill. Jiminy Christmas.
No.
Los Angeles.
Can anybody hear anything?
No.
We're going to start one mic at a time. Can we all get on the same page? Who's this? Are you good? There we go. Who's this?
Here, got
Is
it.
that
Perfect.
you?
Good.
Outstanding. Joe, where are you? Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? You and I are on the same link here, pal. You're going to have to do
You're in
it.
trouble, Joe. You're in trouble.
Hold on. Gracious.
So this is what I've been missing.
Change it.
Do you want to switch? You want
Change
to
your
switch with mine?
headphones, Joe. Jiminy Christmas. I tell you what,
It was
this is
a
look up
sloppy-
the
sloppy start here.
look
That's
up
okay.
hashtag cluster.
Or I can give you mine. You
This is
wanna have
assisted living at its finest, Roger.
God Almighty.
mine? Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, May 29th.
Where's Lucy? I feel like I'm at a preschool. Where's my 3-year-old? Oh, there she is. She's running the board.
Tell you what.
Good morning, everybody. It is a 6:11 on this Thursday, May 29th. Clunky start to the show, but we will rally. I got a studio full. Good morning, Roger. Are you there, Roger? No. Good morning, Josh. How are you? Nobody's there. Fine. We'll talk with Shannon and Joe. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Shannon Lynn and Joe Klein here today. Good morning, boys. How are you guys? Hadn't seen Shannon in a while. Shannon's got his Baltimore shirt on today.
Yep.
You've been traveling the world.
I have. Got back from Baltimore. What was it? I was traveling the day you guys were down in Texas.
Yeah.
So what was it? Tuesday coming back.
And you
at Monday's game.
went
Yeah.
and saw the game. The
Cardinals
other
are
night?
in Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking. We got to get up to try to see a Cardinals game this summer, if at all possible.
Yeah, we do.
And Joe Klein joins us. Joe, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are y'all?
We're doing great. We're going to rally. So you're getting some instructions from Josh here. Yes, Josh? My mic's off. Your mic's off. Yes, thank you. Last night, Joe, we got a chance to see the first half of the finals match up in the Oklahoma City Thunder. Make it look pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm got a little feeling that that's the way it's going to go.
That's going to go the whole way.
Yeah. I mean, they are good.
Yeah,
They
and young too.
Yeah,
Still young.
Yeah, they're playing outstanding.
Speaking of young, got a nice treat today. In addition to Joe, brought to you by Corky's, and Shannon Lynn, brought to you by ABC Supply. Anthony Black will be with us at the 8 o'clock hour. Looking forward to that. And just finished up his second year at Orlando, and
he's still what, 21?
21. Yeah, we had him when he was 19. Hard to believe, and we went back and was watching some of his interviews and things. Just a great kid, high character kid, and I was telling Joe Raj that his minutes, his starts went down. He actually started 23 less games, but his minutes went up significantly, 8 minutes more a game, and. He's as you know, Joe. Every year in the league, it slows down for you, and listen, his defensive side is really, I think that's the thing that's attractive about him. If he can get that 3-point shot better and improve, I think he'll really be dangerous.
Yeah,
as a player.
that's the key for him. I mean, he's got a good size. He's got a good handle. He can defend. Very good passer. I mean, he's just got to get to where he's a very above average 3-point shooter, somebody that can, and if he can do that, which I think
at times he did.
Yeah, he's
again.
on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see that he's putting the work in, and so I think he's on his way for a good career. Again, I don't know. Orlando's been kind of down for a lot of years, and they've stockpiled a lot of young guys.
They've got a trade to make.
Yeah,
they've got the assets. Yeah, we'll see if Anthony's there.
So they're kind of looks like they're trying to take the model of what Oklahoma City has done, in that they've really they're stockpiling picks and really trying to again get a lot of assets.
They have a star in Paulo Banchero.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt this year. Obviously, they had some injuries.
And
yeah,
then they had the kid from Gonzaga that was hurt. Their guard,
Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a really solid player. And he and Black kind of are playing the same position. So I think that's where you got to kind of look at that. Eventually somebody's going to have to go.
Yeah. We'll talk to him at 8 o'clock. We'll also have Melinda Mayo, brought to you by Sanders Ground Essentials. Trey Shapp will be checking in with us from Destin. We've got our movie review, Joe and Shannon, of Days of Thunder, the Hawks Holmes movie review. I watched it this morning at 3:30. It's it's interesting. The minute I watched it, if I close my eyes, you know what I thought I was watching, Roger? If you listen Top Gun.
Well, do you know why?
Yes, because it was Hans.
No, it's Tony Scott.
Well, it's
Tony Scott directed it.
Yeah, but it's also is it
Bruckheimer and Simpson.
Yeah,
they were like, Top Gun's a hit. Let's do it with cars.
That's right. Yeah, it is Top Gun with cars, and what's crazy, Roger? That movie was made how many years ago? 20. I think it was 97. I think it was 97.
96.
Yeah, it's been around a long time. And Cruz looks so young and bowed up and like wow.
Nicole Kidman looks young.
She sure does.
The 23-year-old brain
it was
surgeon.
1990.
Oh, it's 90s.
Wow.
Oh, my
That's
God.
right. I must say.
Yes, it was.
Because I did my movie review, Joe. While you were busy making sandwiches for the Zone, I was doing things for this show.
Joe, what is the phrase? Do you know what the phrase is? The cool phrase in Days of Thunder about racing? If you're not blanking, you're not blanking.
No, it's actually not. It's
close to that. Something.
okay.
You're not
Blanking
living,
is
you're-
blanking.
You're not living, you're dying.
No, blanking is blanking.
Blanking is
Blanking is blanking.
If I'm doing this,
Oh my God.
You're rubbing me?
Right.
rubbing is racing. Rubbing is racing.
Nailed it.
And who was it?
Sorry, I missed that one.
What's the
I'm
character's
going to
name?
carry that one with me.
Cold
all
Trickle.
day.
No, it wasn't Trickle. It was the
Harry?
Harry. Yeah, it was
Harry Hogg.
Harry. Yeah, what's his what the actor's
Robert
name?
Duvall.
Yeah, Duvall throws it out there, Joe, and that was the line. And then there was another one they had.
There's a whole combination of things in there. Listen, it was Top Gun because it was the speed and all that when he drives up on his motorcycle. Obviously,
yeah, it's just classic.
There's
It's so
obviously
classic.
there's totally it's Talladega Nights
Yes,
with the wreck.
well-
it's Talladega Nights because Cal Naughton is in his pit crew, and it's Rocky.
Yeah, I thought I was watching Talladega Nights because of
Cal Naughton Jr.
What's the actor's name?
Shake and Bakes.
Oh my God,
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
This might be the most up and down movie review we've done because this movie is like it looks great and it's just like what's the point of this?
It was what was it? An hour and 45 minutes or so.
Love that.
Yeah, 108 minutes. But you know what it reminded me of? You know, back then, guys, NASCAR in those 90s.
Yeah.
You know,
Was King?
it started.
Red Hot.
From
Red Hot.
Is it Carrie Hughes? Is that what it is that played in
Yes.
Princess Bride?
Well, you know what?
And
Yeah.
he plays a little
Impossible.
antagonist. He does?
Well, he was killed in Mission Impossible, the one before this one. He's listed in this one, so don't tell me, because the last time I saw him, whatever the guy was, it slit his throat. The guy, Russell, the actor who he turns out to be the Iceman.
Almost.
Of Days of
He
Thunder.
played Princess
okay.
Bride. He played the guy. I forget his
Princess
name now.
Bride.
That came back in. That when Rowdy and Cole
He
got hurt.
was the new guy that came in, and he's
Right.
Yeah, I don't know the actor's
Carrie
name.
Hughes. I don't know.
Carrie is ELWES
I don't
or
know if
something.
there's
I
an
don't know how you
L in
pronounce
it.
it.
Is there? I can help you with your Pam.
But they slit his throat in the last
I
Mission
don't remember.
Impossible.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and
But
then-
anyway, he's in this thing, and when they show the actual drivers, and you hear them talking, and they're doing
that was
everything,
good. That was
it's
good.
But then they put him in there, and it's
I
just
believe
total
Richard Petty's quote was that the only accurate part of this movie was the paint in the side of the cars. He said the numbers is the only
Unreal.
accurate part.
And while he was, it also, if you looked it up, I don't know, I didn't dive any deeper, but while Cruise was doing Top Gun Maverick, he was also in the works of doing a sequel to this movie.
Yeah, I saw that
but
where
I
he
hadn't
said
seen
it,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Today, a few things. Also, we'll have Pat Bradley brought to you by Alcoa and Cabot Outdoors.
Alcoa
Community
Federal Credit Union.
We got to play a little match game brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. Joe, today is
Is
National.
Joe going to play match game?
I don't know, maybe.
Can we do it with Joe?
Sure, Joe. Today is National Biscuit Day. Talk to you now. You got rolls. You got rolls at Corky's. No biscuits, correct?
Some people a lot of times ask me say how they love our biscuits, and we don't have.
You have roll. You have roll. Your rolls are outstanding.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
rolls are
Yeah.
outstanding. The I don't eat honey very much, but on your rolls, I will eat the honey.
You have to. It's almost it's
Hot
a sin.
butter and honey.
You put those
Yes, yes.
rolls out there like that, and they're huge. How was Burger Day yesterday?
It was good.
It was. Now tell me your burger. Now, because I had one of your burgers, and you have and your favorite burger. I went one way, and I know you like it. Is it? Are you a Big Joe's Big Burger? Is that what it is?
Big Joe burger.
Big Joe Burger. That's what you eat. I don't know if I
they
had.
have the ultimate Big Joe burger, which is put everything on there, man.
Right.
Just
I think
put it
I
on.
had. I don't think I went that big.
We have a steak burger where we put.
Yeah, some shavings. Yeah. No, that's all good. But no, you got a great burger. So
But
yesterday
most
was
of-
National
most-
Burger Day,
most
and you had a
time
great day.
Yeah, most of the time I just get a Big Joe burger.
And what about you? Have fries?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember eating fries. I know you do onion rings.
Yeah, we have fries. We have onion rings. We have okra.
Okay, dig it. Well, it's Corky's, everybody.
I was looking today. Of course, Raj, you know what starts today?
I do.
Darn Women's College World Series. Just bleh.
Good job, guys. Way to get them there.
No, it's just the fifth year in a row. They just
Hey, let's do.
Hey, we had the Player of the Year.
Well, 2 claps and a wooey. What are we doing?
Did you sleep poorly? Did you sleep poorly?
That's brutal.
Yes. You know what?
Wow.
Is this probably because we had a Steeler on the show? Huh? Is that right, Chiefy?
I Yeah, so
Wow.
that starts today in Oklahoma City.
You're a Razorback. What's wrong with you?
No, that was.
I don't like
he was
girl
joking.
ball
He was
players.
joking.
That was heartbreaking.
That was.
That was heartbreaking.
Way to recover, Joe.
By the way, Bree Ellis wins another National Player of the Year. This
That's
was
awesome.
D1 softball, so she's won all of them. D1 softball, USA softball,
Yeah.
and then what was the first one, Josh? It was another Softball America, I think is what it was.
Yeah, how about next year you guys just like leave the softball team?
Yeah.
alone. Just leave them alone.
Y'all just watch them on TV.
Just watch them on TV. No promos.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone.
No player sponsored next year.
Just leave them alone.
So Friday, you've got the Trojans playing LSU at 2:00 down in Baton Rouge, and you got the Razorbacks playing North Dakota State rather. Did you see the schedule in North Dakota? I mean, their schedule this year. They have the number one ranked non-conference strength of schedule in the country.
They got to travel everywhere.
Yeah, and you know who they played against? LSU, Alabama, Oklahoma State, Creighton, who's in this regional, Tulane, Dallas Baptist, and Minnesota. So, again, they've been everywhere.
They're no slouches, no.
Yeah, and of course, Dave Van Horn was saying, like you said, they got to travel because it's too cold to play where they are early on in the season. But they beat Oral Roberts. That's who's in their league, the Summit League, twice to get there. They won the tournament. Obviously, Arkansas is the favorite, but that's who they play at 2:00. And if they win, they would most likely get Kansas, who's a pretty good team this year as well. So that starts at 2:00. And did you see? I'm sure Raj will talk with Shap about this. Is that Sam Pittman sort of chimed in about how many SEC games that they play 8 right now, and the rumor is maybe going to 9. And Sam Pittman makes a very valid point. My gosh, why do you want to play another SEC team? I know money's there, but you limp.
That's one reason.
You limp into if you're trying to win championships. The eight game formulas work pretty good for the league. You go 9, all of a sudden you got another loss to an SEC. That's about 8 more losses.
That would be the smart argument to make, but as great as that is, money. I mean, come on. The whole point is, hey, the TV partners would pony up a big amount for a ninth conference game.
Greg Sankey came out yesterday and was talking about why do we need the NCAA.
But the thing is, we've been doing this for a while. It's just going to take somebody who's like, I've got the time, energy, and effort to facilitate the split, right? Because why wouldn't Greg Sankey do it? I don't think he's got much interest in doing it. I mean, he's
got interest because he brought it up. So
I know, but I think somebody's got to facilitate that change.
Well, the people who have to facilitate it is Greg Sankey.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
They got the hammer.
I don't think he's got much interest in
the
that.
Big Ten and the SEC, they're the two guys that are wielding the hammer. If the ACC gets up there and goes, why do we need that? Everybody's going to be like, no. Right. They get up there. They're the ones driving those two leagues are driving the bus.
The last thing here before we go to break, I wanted to bring up they still have not caught the former police chief who escaped. That led the national news yesterday. Joe and Shannon, I don't know if you heard about this. So there's a guy who was a chief of police in a small area up in northwest Arkansas. But he killed somebody and he raped somebody. He was spending 80 years in prison.
He killed a councilman, who I think was against him when he was a police officer. They had the chief of police or a cop that became a chief of police to where this guy worked. They wrote him up back in the 90s, kept his DNA for a shooting that he had done back in 97 or something like that. Then 20 years later, I believe it is, a teacher is raped a couple of times, and they get his DNA and all that. This is a medium security. I don't know why this guy
I agree. Why
is
was
not
he there?
locked down. Why don't we take a note from El Salvador and get a maximum and put these guys like those guys? Listen, they arrested more people that helped the convicts get out of Louisiana than the actual convicts themselves. There's more than that. I mean, and it's plywood keeping. And this guy, he killed the current mayor's brother, so she's worried The family's worried. This guy, I mean, he's already done what he's done. He's either got to be captured,
Anyway,
or you just
the question
just
is,
kill him.
You hope that they get him before he's able to
Hurt anybody else,
Yeah, that's
unless
right.
he wants to end it himself.
He's only 50. I mean, he's 56, so he's not in great shape.
He was a bad cop, they said.
Yeah, I don't
the guy
doubt
said
that.
he was a bad
yeah,
cop.
They called him evil. I think they did a special a
they
Netflix
call him
or something.
the devil of the Ozarks.
Yeah. Anyway, but he somehow, Joe and Shannon, somehow got a uniform or concocted a uniform that looked like law enforcement, and he snuck out, and the video shows him sneaking out. But I'm going to tell you, very rarely does anybody who escapes ever stay escaped. Yeah, you almost ultimately all. I mean, very few in life that try to escape do a prison jump. Yeah. Other than Shawshank Redemption.
Don't forget about Dr. Richard Kimball.
Yeah, Dr. Richard Kimball.
And our guy from Alcatraz.
Yes.
Frank.
Well,
Frank Lucas, not Frank
didn't
Lucas.
those three
what was his
guys
name?
escape,
I know
though?
who you're talking about.
They never found him.
They probably
Never
drowned.
did. They never found him or his buddies.
Was it three guys that escaped Alcatraz?
Yeah.
They probably drowned, right?
That's what they. That's what.
you'd
that's what
almost
everybody says.
Yeah.
The Bay is cold. The Bay is cold.
Bay is
It's not a fun
cold.
spell.
Hashtag Bay is
The
cold.
Bay is cold.
Yeah, but we saw
Fire
what
gun.
happened. They never found.
Bay is
Listen,
cold.
they never found Sean Connery when Nicolas Cage said he blew up in
The
The Rock.
Great film.
Shannon, when we come back, Shannon is the music man in addition to all the highfalutin stuff he's doing. You know, this guy's running circles with the Musk man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, AI. Listen,
He's got more time on his hands now.
This AI stuff is getting a little
bigger
scary,
and
man.
bigger.
Big and
Yeah.
scary.
Yep.
Listen, Jessica.
I do not like it. It makes me very uncomfortable.
You know what
Yeah,
they
same
listen,
here.
The more powerful AI gets, you know who's the first to go when they get bigger? Us. They're going to get rid of us. Shannon, well.
Oh, they're going to get rid of you guys?
Oh, yeah, and you. The big one's
Maybe
first.
it's not so bad.
The big one's first.
Oh! First he takes a shot at Arkansas Razorback Player of the Year, Bree Ellis. Then he takes a shot at his buddy. You know what?
Yeah, my buddy right here. My right.
You know what?
This is why I love Thursdays.
Yes. Is that John Fogerty?
No.
Bob
Are you
Seger.
Bob
kidding me?
Seger,
What
my
are you
gosh.
doing?
I thought he was
You almost
play-
got a backhand.
I know. Well, I love Bob Seger, but I was thinking Fogerty. He does have that little Fogerty sound. We missed Fogerty's birthday yesterday.
I didn't miss it. We celebrated at my house.
We didn't celebrate on the show, but we'll come back and find out what the Music Man has in store for us today. Don't go away. 6:30.
Sing it, Klein.
All the boys are getting
Ready to ride. Betty Lou is getting out tonight.
It's all true. It's really true. What do you think about that, boys?
Razorback pitcher Gabe Gackle gets in the zone each week, presented by Arkansas Digital Media at arkansasdigitalmedia.com and Billy's Awards in Conway at billysawards.com.
This is Sports Center.
One half of the 2025 NBA Finals is set. The Oklahoma City Thunder take down the Minnesota Timberwolves in game number 5, 124-94 last night in Oklahoma City. They win the series 4-1. It was a big evening for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 34 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds, 22.7 boards for Chet Holmgren, and then Jalen Williams had 19 points and 8 boards. OKC returns to the finals for the first time since 2012. Their opponent will figure that out potentially tonight. It's game number 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers from Madison Square Garden. It's a 7:30 tip time. You can catch it on TNT and Max. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 80. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but probably not severe thunderstorms. The chance of showers and thunderstorms will continue through the evening hours. It's a 40% chance of rain, and overnight we'll have a low of 60. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with the Buzz, and once again, the Zone kind of on the road. Justin's going to be up there in Northwest Arkansas, the Razorback Foundation, getting geared up for a little baseball weekend. He's going to be joined by Ryan White, the executive director of the Razorback Foundation. Also, Trey Biddy's going to hang out with him. It's always going to be thanks to Tire Town Point S. Bubba Carpenter's going to join the show thanks to Johnson Home Center. A lot to talk about as we gear up for this regional. And Jackson Wells, I mean, my guy. Make sure you tune in the Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners to participate in our Spring into Savings event. 30 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including our revolutionary new laser etched shower wall system. That's right. You'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 30 homeowners to call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
It's high-flying action in Hot Springs at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Arena football featuring your Hot Springs Wise Guys. Hard-hitting action, speed like no other, and indoors at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Hot Springs Wise Guys' first home game is Saturday, May 31st against the Eau Claire Axemen. Tickets available online only at hotspringswiseguys.com. Don't miss the action Saturday, May 31st. Hot Springs Wise Guys take on the Eau Claire Axemen at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're all right there.
In the morning and I'm feeling fine. I gotta move it to
609.
I tune the radio to the buzz, cause I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. Saying I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. A 609er is who I am. I'm the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem. I say the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem.
They call him Big Joe from Slater Mo.
I don't know who you
He
are.
is a 7-foot man, muscle and meat. One of the leading scorers in Razorback history. Big Joe led the Hogs to an amazing 75% winning percentage, including a historic win against number 1 Michael Jordan and North Carolina. He captured Olympic gold, then added an NBA world title with MJ and the Chicago Bulls. Big Joe actually played with as many NBA teams as Tom Brady won Super Bowls. But who's counting? He loves
Such a great
Westerns
song.
and worships Barry Manilow.
Such a great song.
Now representing Corky's Ribs and Barbecue, Joe Cullen.
Joe, I know you are a Kansas City Chief and Kansas City Royal fan. Did you guys see, Shannon, I was wondering if you saw this. It was in the Democrat Gazette. Roger, you may have seen it. So, where's his name? Noah Cameron played at UCA.
From St. Joe.
Yeah.
St. Joe, Missouri.
Pitched in the 7th inning last night. But
He pitched earlier this year, too.
No, it's been starting.
Check this out. So
Did he not start?
Yeah.
Oh,
he went. Let's see, how many innings did he go? What did I say? Into the 7th. So he got 6 complete. So he's 2-1, but he allowed 1 run on 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
He's been killing.
It's a good line.
No, listen to this: 6 1/3 innings. According to the Elias Sports Bureau, Cameron is only the 2nd major league pitcher since 1893 to allow 1 run or less with more than 6 1/3 innings pitched in his first 4 games.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
Starts.
Yeah.
How about that?
He's been he's been money, boy.
Yeah.
He's been
a
good.
1.05
I
ERA.
think his first game was against the Orioles.
He's a Missouri guy, but he went to UCA.
He went to he
From
went
St.
to
Joe.
St. Joe Central High School, I think, and he grew up. They got every time he pitches, I watch the Royals on their on the cable, and every time he pitches, man, they got pictures of him when he's little at Royals games and all this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Somebody made I love our D3 Auto Sales text line, Roger. Someone said, did Joe do the 2 claps in the Suey when he won the NCAA championship? Boom! Oh!
Shot in the dark, but you're okay. About that.
Whatever.
661-1037 if you want to be a part of the show. A couple of things, and we'll let Shannon play some of his music. Someone says the guy,
I made it to the NCAA.
The escape.
Oops, listen, he's in your head now. You know what? Get in the game, Joe.
Tell caller I made it to the NCAA.
Get in, Joe. Get in the game.
The escapee, the police chief was,
After the Olympics.
his gold medal was dropped off.
I didn't win the NCAA. I won the one. But not the national championship.
That you did.
All right.
So
You shut our caller up.
But it doesn't bother me that he said that at all.
No.
So according to this, the police chief, the one who escaped, was actually dropped off by a truck driver in Damascus yesterday.
What?
So somebody picked him up.
Damascus?
And it's a small town in Arkansas somewhere.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
there- it's
north
up there
of-
between Clinton and
north-
Greenbrier,
that's
right?
That's right. North
Yeah,
of
that's right.
It's like
So
20 miles
I don't
north of
know.
Greenbrier.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how
That's
much.
right.
So apparently, again, if you're in a truck and you're not reading the news, you may not even know
Have
what's
no
going
idea.
on together with us.
Is Damascus the one that you go
Used to
to
be a speed
Guy
trap
and
up
all
there.
that? Is
Oh,
that
yeah, that's
do you-
right.
do you
That's
split off?
65. It's Highway 65.
I
It's
didn't
on your
know
way to
people-
Harrison, going through
You
Marshall.
go Harrison. You don't go to Guy Perkins. You keep
No,
going
that's
straight.
that's
Okay.
heading to
There's
that's
an
heading to
guy.
Wowza. That's right there.
Did he pick him up in the sense that like it was coordinated, or he was,
no, I think
okay.
I think he randomly
I
picked
didn't
him
know
up.
people still did that anymore.
It doesn't happen very often,
Right?
Yeah, it
In
doesn't.
this day and age,
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously this being the
Someone says here, did you see where your interview with Terry Bradshaw made national news on ESPN on his cut? Yeah, it was all over the place yesterday.
Tell them what else they did.
I tell you what, it was on even on our prep service today. It was
full
on there.
circle.
Yeah, how about that?
The term full circle this morning preparing for our show.
Please put an email out.
That's really cool when they put this out to radio stations all over the country.
Here's something you can use.
Yeah, here's something you can use. Did you hear about the interview on 103.7 The Buzz and Terry Bradshaw? And the only one he did not show up in, Joe, was McAfee's show. And McAfee protected Roger because this is his buddy. Because all it would have
That
done,
has to be it, right?
There's no question.
He asked him what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm sure because it was a negative
So
connotation.
was Rogers on the show?
He's one of his buddies.
Well,
Was he on the show?
No, not yet.
It's a double whammy too because there's that clip we saw yesterday of Pat just laying into Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
I don't know if they've made up, but I mean,
Probably
obviously,
not, yeah.
those two guys don't like each other. So I think for Pat, like, if you're a Rogers guy and you hate Terry, it's almost too much low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think he just did not want to pop. It would
And
not be.
keep the story going too.
Yeah, that was the only show it didn't wind up on. It was everywhere yesterday,
which
so that was a lot of fun.
obviously, yeah.
Someone said Josh.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
was talking
he
about
did.
it
How about
yesterday.
that? Yeah. Someone said, does Josh look like the guy, one of the rappers off Third Base or Third Bass? I'm not sure. I remember this group, but Roger, look at this. Look at that. Remember that dude? It does sort of look like Josh. Josh, have you seen that?
Listen, Josh looks like a couple. There's a time when he looks like Buddy Holly.
He does. He's got the Buddy
Then when
Holly
he wears
look.
the toboggan, he looks like Michael Nesmith from the Monkees.
Monkees?
Absolutely,
He does.
No, he has a whole look about him. Hashtag hat rack.
Shannon, what kind of music we're going to be hearing from you today?
Summer hits. I know
Summer
just have,
hits, I
have
like
some
it.
montages from different
Oh,
years that we
some
grew
good,
up with.
yeah. It was a funny thing, Roger. Shannon, we could not think of a song. I started with a song. We were down in at Bradshaw's place, and I kept. And so I'm going to see if Joe can figure it out because Joe's pretty good about 70 songs. And so I started with this with Roger. I went da 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 da. No, we ought to call Shannon about it.
Friendly stranger in the black sedan.
Oh, bro, Joe Klein!
He's back. He's back.
Holy cow! I mean, not just the song, you do the lyrics.
Every
Do we
time
need
I
to
hear
open the window, Joe?
Every time I hear this, I think it's blood, sweat, and
I know.
tears. Stop.
Yes.
And you know what? I said it's Survivor. You know?
Go, Joe. Open the door. Every word, Joe knows every word of this.
I'm your vehicle.
Baby. I love the hook. Here we go. Come on, Joe. Here we go. I love you.
I need you. You got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Yeah, Joe. So Joe, it took us about poor Tommy Norman, who, good morning, Tommy. How are you doing, 609er, buddy? Tommy had to listen to us work through this.
So
for
was
about
it on the
a day.
radio too?
No, I just
he was humming it before the show started.
It was like
Tuesday
on
morning.
the drive down.
I
exactly.
thought it was in. I thought it was part of the show prep. He goes, "Hey, you know this song here?" Dun, dun, dun. And he goes, and I go, "No, give me a minute, give me another hint." And he goes on. I'm thinking he has it. Well, he doesn't know it. So on the way home, he's still singing it, and we're trying to figure it out. We call Shannon because we just, boom, you got to be the guy. Then we said, who do we call? Well, now we got to put him on the list.
But
we called Jeff Allen, Jeff Allen hit it just like you did right away.
It's with the horns right off the bat. It's a unique song, and he sort of
right.
right then.
Blood, sweat, and tears all over it. I said I think it was a Survivor deal, and then Shannon reminds me.
Well, they are the original members of Survivor.
How crazy is that when Roger?
I never can remember the name of the group.
Odds and March and Vehicle, yeah.
Odds and March,
yeah. I never.
It also reminds me of Horse because of the horns and all that. To me, that's the ultimate '70s song. The other thing is that we renamed Tommy Norman. Tommy Norman, great guy.
Oh, yeah.
And we found out that he was 25% Cherokee.
Yeah.
Really?
So now we have a new song.
So we were going to use, the song Half Breed.
Wait. You thought he was 25%.
No, he is.
No,
I thought you said we renamed the song because we thought he was 25%. I was like, you might want to find that out.
And you know he's a giver. He's a giver, right?
Absolutely.
He gives back all the time. That's all he does. He's a cop. He's a good cop.
But he always gives.
But he always gives. And when we found out that his grandfather was a full Cherokee, his mom's half, obviously, and he became quarter, we were going to rename, we were going to do the song Half Breed, and call him Quarter Breed. For him.
Gee.
Now, wait a minute, that's not a
Joe,
he's our friend.
Joe, this
we're
is
not
why it's bad that they learned that.
But then we come up
Gave
with
them
this
license
one.
to do it.
Yeah, here we go. Paul Revere. And Roger rewrites songs like nobody else.
When was this done? This is like 70.
1970.
I was like in
70.
I was like
it's a cover.
Yeah, it's a cover.
I was like in junior high or something.
Yeah.
And I remember us,
Absolutely. Well, it was at this era that this was on. The Half Breed was on. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. All this. Cher's wearing Indian, Native American garb, and all of it. I'm gonna put my left foot on that side of your face, Bernard, and nothing you can do about it.
Here we go.
That's it.
I forgot about Bernard.
We love Tommy Norman.
We love Tommy. What
and
a
how
great
he's
guy.
always giving back to the people
Right.
as he is a police officer. He's more concerned about what he can do for your life.
That's exactly right.
He doesn't want to have to put you in jail. He doesn't want to have to do that.
And he's taking an oath that what happened in that vehicle on the way to and from St.
He
Joe,
cannot
Texas, stays in that vehicle.
Here we go.
Cherokee cop, Tommy Norman. He won't give you a ticket.
So the whole trip,
awesome,
so the whole trip
That's
down there,
good.
Roger's coming up with lyrics that he, instead of arresting you, he's going to take you to Walmart.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
gonna,
He
he's gonna,
won't arrest you. He'll take you shopping. Cherokee copper.
and if you look at Tommy, his skin is dark. You really
We
don't
had
know.
no idea about his skin.
If you
tone,
look
his
at
high
Tommy, his skin
cheekbones.
is dark.
His
Well, we know,
skin is
'cause he
darker.
said it.
Yes, it's
Absolutely.
He's his
Once
grandfather.
again,
He's got a great melon for the bald head he
the
has.
fact that he said he was 25% was like licensed to do it to
Well,
you.
let me
Let me
Listen,
tell you, listen. He tells us that, and I
grandfather-
said, Tommy, you got to understand, because we love you, now we're friends. We took your heritage and everything you shared with us and exploited it to our benefit.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's like Terry Bradshaw says, "Come on down." Baz is like, "Careful what you wish for."
Yeah, well, his grandfather was 100% Cherokee,
How about that?
and then his mother was whatever. And
Well,
then
she was half.
Yeah, and then obviously that makes me 25%. And then
Yeah.
the other was Tim McGraw. His
an Indian outlaw.
Yeah.
Half Cherokee
His
and
first hit.
Choctaw.
Half Cherokee.
Yeah.
Officer of the law. Oh, he's coming on mine.
Anyway, so Tommy had no idea what he was getting into.
No idea.
He listens to the show on a regular basis, but he was welcomed into the family, Joe.
That's awesome.
What
Yeah.
an amazing dude. Yeah.
He really is a great guy. Somebody said, have you said how many times Officer Tommy Norman had to tell you to slow down during your speeding and breaking the law on
He
your
gave
trip?
there was you know what you and your mouth, bro. You know what? When you choke on food, and I'll do everything I can to save you and give you a trick. That's my goal.
But yeah,
I'm gonna be looking. How fast am I driving now?
I saw Tommy lean back a couple times and look at the speedometer. Yeah.
You know what? He is such a backseat driver. Roger, so from Bonham, Texas, we're 3.5 hours away. And he said, Roger, you drive. I want to get some work done. Of course I will. I'll do my part. So we fill it up. We do what we got to do, and we hit the road. Not 30 minutes. We're driving down a long Texas road, and he goes, "Hey, Roger, do you see your speedometer? I want to make sure you see the speedometer. Can you see it?
Because it's so small, he can barely, because it's a new vehicle. It's not the vehicle he drives. So I just want to make sure he can see the 9. The 9 that was the first.
Oh my gosh! Oh my what? If I may be so bold.
9 and rising.
Oh my word!
Rising.
Oh, listen. All you're doing is making sure you're heating up the aluminum, and for you to put that on the radio is as a lie is horrible.
We will be at Fletcher Dodge tomorrow, as a matter of fact, to see Frank.
Maybe. No one's promised tomorrow.
That's
Ask
right.
the car back after you.
True. All right, we'll come back and find some great summer songs by Shannon Lynn. Don't go away.
When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
On your way to the Little Rock Airport this morning, you want secure parking and fast. At Expressway Airport Parking, our lot is well lighted and has 24-hour security. Only customers and employees can enter the gate. Your car and you are safe from thieves. And if you return to a dead battery or a flat tire, we're there to get you back on the road. Pay less than municipal airport parking at Expressway Airport Parking. Left of the airport entrance next to the Comfort Inn.
This is Pat Bradley, and you've heard it before on The Buzz, how Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping members step into the future with their summer auto loan special. Ultra low rates as low as 1.99%, 84 months financing and no payments for 90 days. Offer valid on new, used, or refinance 23, 24, and 25 models. Deals like this don't last forever. Apply online at alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
At QC Kinetics, we're all about keeping you in the game, helping you get lasting relief from joint pain. That's why we're excited to announce that QC Kinetics is now partnering with the National Pickleball League. So many of our satisfied patients are avid pickleball players, and they're thrilled with how we've helped them get back on the court. As lead sponsor of the National Pickleball League, we're committed to help pickleball fans of all ages with the latest, most advanced regenerative cell treatments. These treatments use your body's own healing power, revitalizing and restoring damaged joint tissue the natural way, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Whether you're a pickleball fanatic or enjoy golf or running or tennis, stay in the game with help from QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, proud to promote active, pain-free living as a lead sponsor of the National Pickleball League. Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Two guys drove to work.
Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket.
Paid for by Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Roger Scott here. You guys know how much I love the great outdoors. I mean, I am the naked gardener after all, and there's nothing that I love more than my very own lawn and being outside. But let's be honest, when the mosquitoes attack, it can be a real buzzkill. However, a monthly mosquito barrier from my friends at Sanders Ground Essentials can keep those skeeters away, which keeps my deck party going. Call them today at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Sanders Ground Essentials. Let's get growing.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Bass, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a damn hurry. You want something? Hush puppy, Daddy. We got no time for that.
It's time for Shannon Lynn, the Music Man on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by ABC Supply in North Little Rock. Let's get your job done together. For location and product information, call them at 501-955-0777 or online at abcsupply.com. Here he is with the musical knowledge you didn't know you needed. It's Shannon Lynn.
Always great to have Shannon and Joe together, just because Joe knows his music.
He does.
I tell you, certain
70s.
Yeah,
I got my
70s.
genre.
Yeah, he's all
You
over.
get me
it.
out of the 70s, and I'm pretty much toast.
Also, Joe knows basketball, and thumbs up that we've got Anthony Black coming up at 8:05, so don't want to miss that. First time we've talked to him since we used to have him on a weekly basis as a 19-year-old. He's 21 now, second year, just finished it up.
Is he still in Orlando?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Well,
Summers there,
he said he's going back and forth. He goes, his mom's
Texas.
still there. And listen, his brother Beckham is going to be another. It's going to be just like him. Yeah,
I saw him play a couple years ago in Pine Bluff in the
King Kong.
Oh, King Kong, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, too, it was announced, no surprise, Theroux is staying in the NBA process. No surprise there. Give us a Shannon. Give us a
So this
montage.
would be like top hits of this week in 1983.
1983.
Yeah.
Love it.
19. Where are you and Joe? Remember this? Joe was dancing to this.
MTV days.
Oh yeah.
This is straight MTV.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
David Bowie.
Yeah,
Bowie.
Same thing. Oh, I've not heard that song in forever.
Yeah.
That's
Hall and Oates. Yeah.
Wow.
Brian Adams.
Journey.
Journey, yeah.
Yeah.
Willie's doing
Brian
that song
Adams.
now.
Oh, that was big. That was big. Oh my God. That was massive.
I hated this song. I hated this song. I hated this. Still hate it.
You're jamming in Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You're not doing that.
What's the name of this?
Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. Yeah.
Oh, Police.
Oh, good one.
Or Sting, rather, yeah.
The Police.
It is
yeah,
the
you're
Police,
right.
okay.
Off the Synchronista
this was
album. Yeah. Huge
remember the
album.
video? All the candles? All the candles in the background?
Yeah.
Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one in a long time. Man, good stuff. So big.
83.
Oh! Party like it's 1990. Joe, remember thinking, we're never going to get to 1999.
that's so far away.
So far away.
Yeah.
That's Brian Adams. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. How many of these people are dead now that we just played?
Every one of them.
Well, Michael Jackson.
Boy, Jackson.
Yeah.
Prince. Prince. Who else? Is that it?
David Bowie.
Yeah.
No, he's not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
David
dead.
Bowie?
Bowie's
Yeah.
dead.
Joe.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to break that to you.
Sorry to let it. You got to let him go, Joe.
He died in 2016.
Sorry,
let him
David.
go.
Sorry, David. I didn't know.
I love that, and I can't wait. Do you have some back in the '70s too?
Oh, I do.
Listen,
Yeah.
to me growing up, that's the '70s summer songs. Were
Nice.
just
That's all you had to
Listen,
do,
it was
man.
Casey
You had
Kasem.
your
That's
your
right.
radio.
That's
That's
exactly
it.
right.
661-1037. Someone, where was it at?
Hey, hats off to the guy that wrote back, Joe, after you explained to him about everything. He said, "Forgive me, Joe. You are the man." That's in the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Just wanted to set the record straight. It didn't bother me.
It's all good now.
It was another blowout last night. Somebody says, "Hey, Joe, do you think there's not enough time for players to rest between games? The NBA playoffs this year have been littered with 30-plus point blowouts, and the players have indicated lack of recovery time is to blame." Boo.
That's just these series though, because they won't have a game on every single night.
Well,
So
that's
they go with the every other
TV,
night.
and they got to do it. But I mean, come on now. I mean, and again, there's fatigue there. Don't get me wrong and everything, but the things that they have at their disposal and how they travel and I mean,
make it much easier than what you.
And these are not massive trips they're making, like Indiana to New York and then Oklahoma City to Minnesota.
I mean, and I don't mean to be that guy, but back in the day when you
commercial, commercial
after last night's game,
Yeah.
you didn't leave till this morning at about 5:00.
Yeah.
And then you flew to Chicago and changed planes.
Yeah,
and then I
Right.
mean,
It's the same
and
day.
and you checked your own bag and you carried your own bag.
Roger,
you know?
no doubt. It was
I
no
mean,
doubt.
So it like now, I mean, they pick up their bag at the hotel when they go to the game.
They never touch
they take,
anything,
They
do
take
they?
a little duffel bag with their stuff in there, and I mean, that game's over. They do what they got to do. They get on the bus. They walk right onto the plane. Meals there. They get in their big leather reclining bed chair and I mean, good for them. They should.
Roger,
I mean, they should. I'm not saying that,
got
but
you.
I
It's
mean
just
that's
different,
where us older guys are kind of like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And then you got all the Dave, you got all this therapy and all these. You got
they're taking care of you.
The
Chambers, all that stuff.
recovery,
Yeah.
the recovery that stuff they have at their disposal,
Oh,
the
yeah.
science and everything that they've developed over the years is amazing. So
And the other thing is, it's like Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw's looking around going, you know what we used to have to go through? We were selling cars in the office. Used cars.
yeah.
Terry Bradshaw sold cars. He made $30,000 his first year.
yeah.
He
$30,000.
looks at these numbers
Now I
and
know
goes,
a
"Man."
loaf of bread was 10 cents, but still.
Yeah, it's crazy. Different era.
Yeah.
We're glad everybody's listening. We're glad you're with us. Thanks for all the good words on the Bradshaw stuff. That was a lot of fun yesterday.
And again, we made our own morning prep that comes through. We
How
get a
about
bunch of
that?
stuff that tells us about our birthdays, the special holidays, and all that kind of stuff. Our segment is on there, and it's pretty awesome.
We have more tickets, Josh, to the ball game this weekend? We got some more tickets to give away? We do. Okay, we need to play Matt's game in the next hour to get tickets to go see the Razorbacks play.
All right.
Yeah, and Roger, you'll be at Mainline tonight.
Yeah,
in
Mainline, and we
Oaklawn.
had a great time at Pop's Lounge last night. Hilarious.
It's where the big boys come to play.
This is madness. This is Sparta.
1037 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. It was Sun Tzu who said, "Wheels of justice grind slow, but grind fine." He would appreciate the grandpa robbers going on trial in Paris recently for the kidnapping and robbery of reality star and entrepreneur Kim Kardashian. Did I mention the robbery occurred in 2016? It's finally going to trial in 2025, only a decade late. Perhaps the trial itself could be finished before Kim becomes eligible for her AARP membership in just a few years. If you don't like wasting time, Double B's is for you. Like a NASCAR pit stop, you can fuel up, drink up, get your snack on, and it won't take a decade to do it. Because Double B's is where you gas it, grab it, go, and get on with your life. That's Double B's.
I'm so angry.
Don't be upset. You can always listen to us.
You're better than that.
1037 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The search continues for a former police chief convicted of murder and rape. Today is the 5th day Grant Hardin has been on the run since escaping prison in Calico Rock. Investigators believe he used a disguise to look like a Department of Corrections officer to make his way out the door. The Department of Corrections is still trying to figure out how he made his disguise and where he could have gone. The DOC says the rocky terrain, rainy weather, and Hardin's background in law enforcement has made it difficult to find him. Investigators have expanded their search. Hardin will face a second-degree escape charge once he's caught. President Donald Trump has pardoned a former Arkansas senator who was sentenced for bribery and tax fraud. Jeremy Hutchinson, the nephew of former Governor Asa Hutchinson, was serving a combined 8-year federal prison sentence after pleading guilty to charges of filing a false tax return and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit federal program bribery. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 50. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but most likely no severe thunderstorms. Still a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low of 60. I'm meteorologist Pat Walker for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics, with locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
Hey everybody, Roger Scott, and I've got some important information for you. Central Arkansas, if you are looking for a great way to keep the kids active, engaged, and inspired this summer, Summerwood Sports has got you covered with not one, but 2, count them, 2 awesome summer camps for grades 3 through 7. We're talking about sports, games, movies, and more, plus a daily devotional to feed the soul, and lunch every single day to keep them fueled up. It's the perfect mix of fun, faith, and friendship, and it's all under one roof. So mark your calendars. Camp sessions run June 9th through the 12th, and again July 14th through the 17th. Spots are going to fill up fast, so do not waste. Get all the details and sign up today at summerwoodsports.com. Here's the dates again. June 9th through June 12th and July 14th through July 17th. Do not hesitate. Sign up now at summerwoodsports.com. Let's make 2025 the summer to remember.
The leader in sportsbook apps in the state of Arkansas, Bet Saracen, has a club you might want to consider joining. It's the perfect offer for you if you like to play parlays. Head over to the Bet Saracen app, opt in, and get all the details on how to earn bonus cash with the Parlay Bonus Club. It's active through June, and it could be the key to stacks of sportsbook bonus cash. The Parlay Bonus Club on the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
They're back. That's right. Steakburger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop. But get there early.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, I have some big news. The employee pricing program is available now. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. You pay what we pay, period. Fletcher Dodge has discounts up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Folks, come in and get this employee pricing, plus 3.9% for 72 months just on Ram trucks. Also, we have some other great deals. We got brand new Wranglers up to $7,000 off of MSRP, and new Jeep Compasses for $379 a month with no money down. Also, folks, listen to this. Ram Heavy Duties discounted up to $10,000 off. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Extraordinary events come once in a blue moon, and right now, even the most extravagant luxuries are well within reach. The one and only May sale is back at Sissy's Log Cabin, and you can save up to 50% on nearly everything in the store. This is your chance to get the service, selection, and experience that makes you feel like family. But hurry, the best pricing of the year ends May 31st. Don't miss the one and only May sale at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
At Ortho Arkansas, sports medicine isn't just for athletes. It's for anyone who wants to stay active and pain-free. Shoulder pain from your glory days, knee pain from chasing grandkids, they treat it all. And if you need care fast, skip the ER, visit their orthopedic urgent care. No appointment needed, just expert care for breaks, sprains, and everyday pains. Get back to doing what you love with Ortho Arkansas by your side. Learn more at orthoarkansas.com.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Backwoods Hill Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change,
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
and you can change,
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, it is 7:06 on this wonderful May 29th. Thursday, Joe Klein in here, brought to you by Corky's. Joe, great to have you on Thursdays, especially when we pair you up with Shannon Lynn.
Yeah,
Shannon,
I like coming in with Shannon.
Shannon's brought to you by
Shannon and I have the same vibe.
Yeah.
Music-wise.
We'll get.
I love Joe Klein.
We'll get more montages of of summer songs by Shannon. I love that when you do the montage, especially the classics.
Takes you back.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, it's because you have a short attention span.
You just pipe down over there.
Well, I mean, it's true.
I do not have a short attention.
Oh, my God.
Josh, shut up.
There's a guy who's like, he'll be like, it's National Banana Day. Do you like bananas? And you're like, what about
No.
you, Baz? You're like, moving
Oh
on,
my
moving
gosh,
on, moving
Josh!
on.
I have a story about bananas today.
You do?
You know, Shannon. We had Shannon eat his first ever banana on this show.
Right.
And Jason Peterson.
Jason Peterson. Apparently, there is there's a discussion. Roger, did you see it? On which way you should eat from it, which end of the banana should you start the peel?
There's a discussion about this?
There is. There's a debate
Who's having this discussion?
nationwide.
Listen, I think
I don't
we
know.
had HB in here that tell us that he eats it from the bottom of that
Yeah.
thing.
How does that
I've
work?
never heard that.
Monkeys.
But that's what he does.
Monkeys do it from, and I'm not sure which is the bottom or the top. To be honest
Yes,
with
you
Well, the
do.
bottom
It's
is the
the
one
stem.
without the. I'm assuming without the stem.
The top is a stem.
I don't know.
Yes, you
I'm no
do.
expert. So
Stop.
anyway,
You
so,
look at the label to figure out
but
which end's up.
bananas, the monkeys start with the from the bottom, I believe. I think. Well, I'll go back to anyway. Apparently that's
Man, that's good to know.
I know. I have no idea that there's this debate on there. Roger, we got to give a shout out to somebody. I want to make sure and get his name here. Where is it at, Roger?
Slam-a-ram-a-roo!
Correct.
Okay, here it is. You know, Roger, we went to the Russellville Fire Department a few weeks back. Had a great time. So they had a rookie there, Raj. His name is J.W. Lumen. And he was there that night. He was there at dinner, stayed over for the broadcast the next day. He's a listener and a fan of the show. He left the military to come home to be with his dad after his mom died. They got a big ranch and farm in Marshall. He shoe horses on the side, does pretty good there. But he had a seizure the other day. He's got a brain tumor that has to come out. Said it's a pretty serious deal. And so anyway, 25 years old, Naval Academy graduate. So, JW, I don't know if you're in a position to be able to hear us, but we're thinking about you, and we hope the surgery goes great. Hang in there, buddy.
Yes.
And, yeah, listen, we have so much respect for firemen, more than we ever did, because we went, our little thing we went through was like, good Lord, we were staggering
Listen,
after a few minutes.
25-year-old kid that
Yeah.
wants. I say he's a kid because of how old we are, but to do that and want to serve like that, thank you for that. So
Yeah, oh my
I
gosh,
mean,
yeah,
you know,
25,
absolutely.
and to have and his mother apparently had the same kind of brain tumor, I believe. And so anyway, you know, Steve Perry's at their contact with the Russellville Fire Department. But
well, JW, we're thinking.
anyway, yeah, JW, hang in there. Did want to also give a shout out to last night I was in Conway. Man, I tell you, Conway's got 70,000 people in it now. 70,000. Josh, you were there calling the state championship game yesterday, right?
No, actually, JB and I did it from a production.
Oh,
so they had to move it from there to Benton. It was at Benton High School.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's just that one was. Most of them were at UCA.
Gotcha. I want to give a shout out. I went to walk-ons there. I want to give a shout out to Rain Fosberg. Tremendous service, tremendous server there. She wants to be an athletic trainer, which is pretty cool. Not easy to do these days. Very competitive. Her mother, Charlotte, is at Maumelle Charter Middle School. And her dad's a traveling businessman. His name is Roger. So, Roger and Charlotte, you raised a good girl in Rain. And she spells her name R-A-I-N-E. Short for?
R-A-I-N-E.
What?
Rainy?
No.
R-A-I-N-E.
What is that?
Randy Rainwater.
Short for? No. Think of another
Rainwater.
How about if I said
I just think it's what they walked right over.
Lorraine?
What?
Lorraine.
Yeah, never would have got that. Never
how
would've
about that?
got
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think you made it up.
Oh.
Hey, before you go, let me get
Yes.
one out. Shout out
Okay.
to Jim and Peggy Jones. Peggy Cruz is her maiden name. They went to the U of A. They came by and played trivia. Their sons, I believe, if I didn't write them down, is it Tucker and Brooks? Forgive me if I got that wrong, Jim. Please give me a holler. Jim Jones and Peggy Jones. She's telling me, I sent the picture of her to Rick Schaefer, and Rick knows her. Loves her, wonderful people, and they thought she was like a statistician back in the day. She was giving me some of the inside stuff that she would do with Rick back in the day about how you figured out crowd size, how you did some of these things, some of the other stats and all that. But from Cruz and Associates, that's where that name comes from. Jim Jones and Peggy Jones. Thank y'all for being out there listening.
Let's go to the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline and talk to Lance Restum from the Arkansas Travelers. Good morning, Lance. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Doing great. Your Travs are having a pretty good season, coming off a championship last year, and look like they doing the same kind of stuff this year.
Oh, it's great baseball season, and yeah, the boys been playing really, really well. We had a great start, a little bit of a dip, and then now they're kind of back to it. So it's great baseball. Plus the weather's great.
So tell me, I know Raj, our man, Darren McFadden, is actually coming to Traveler Field on is it Saturday afternoon?
Yes, on Saturday. In fact, it's big news. We just announced this yesterday. But Saturday, for our Faith and Family Night, Darren McFadden is going to show up and do a Q&A at 4:45.
Q&A?
Q&A at 4:45.
Yeah.
And then after that,
4:45.
4:45, and then he's sticking around and doing autographs too?
Yeah, he's going to hang out, do a little meet and greet, sign some autographs. Gates are going to open at 4 o'clock. It's going to be really cool. Faith and Family Night is one of the things that we've done for years. It's a way to kind of take a step back, focus on faith, talk about that journey. And, Darren has had a really unique, interesting journey.
You bet.
And
Sure
so
has.
I'm really looking forward to talking to him about it. It's going to be a really, really fun night on Saturday.
Roger, was it? I guess it was 2 years ago, right? Was it 2 years ago when he shared with us?
When he confessed?
Yeah, when he opened up about his drinking problem.
Listen, time flies. It
I
could have
know.
been a dozen years
I think
ago.
it was two. I think it was 2 years
At
ago.
the most, it's been.
He's got a great story about how he's battled addiction, and that's awesome. You guys are getting him in. You should have a great and. He'll do a great job with the Q&A, and then to get autographs, he's super about that. And well, hopefully the weather will be great. And any extra charge to get in, Lance, for that day?
No, regular price. We just want it to be a great inspiration for young athletes. We're hoping that a lot of young folks will come out, a lot of young athletes that want to, be inspired and do that. It's really just going to be a good, fun time. Although this whole week's going great. I mean, we got baseball tonight. It's Diamante's night. We turn into our Latin theme tonight. Friday is fireworks night. And then, Saturday, military appreciation, which is a 1:35 game. That's always a lot of fun. We're going to have the military out for that. So it's going to be a great weekend.
That's awesome. They've got some audio from the last time that Justin Moore was out there.
I ain't got one call right.
I don't know how he does that. I mean,
Lance,
be listening for that guy.
Lance, you may not know this, but Davis Ford, my girlfriend's son, works over at the Travelers.
Oh, I did not know
I
that.
hired him. Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course you know that.
He
Yeah.
called me, and Davis does a great job. In fact, Davis and I were talking last night. He loves it. He's one of our hardest workers. I mean, just an awesome kid, loves baseball. And he said, we were talking last night to Davis, and he goes, man, sometimes this job sucks, but this is our office. and he was pointing at the baseball field.
That's
It's
right.
a great attitude.
Oh, it's a great attitude to have. Here's another great attitude from Justin Moore at one of the last home games.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read the rule book.
I don't know. I mean, he's just beating the hell out of the refs every time. Justin, it's a baseball game. Your kid's not even out there, but that's the passion that Jay Moore has. He's a fan. Fan first.
Well, Lance,
I mean, that's a baseball fan right there.
It is. Well, great, man. I think it's a great move to get McFadden in. He's great. And so good luck the rest of the week, and you guys keep winning, bud.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Go Travs.
Thanks, Lance. Go Travs.
Go Travs. Outstanding. Way to go,
Joe,
Lance Restaurant,
do you have food left after the weekend at Corky's? That's on Memorial Day. That you sold like a record amount, maybe the greatest in the history of Corky's?
No, but we ran out of brisket and ribs.
Exactly. You ran out of brisket and ribs.
So, I mean, it was
because you had the rib special.
Yeah. I mean, we had
two for
45.
Okay,
yeah, so it was a great special, and people came through and they killed it.
You know what I'm maybe hankering for?
What's that?
I'm probably thinking
naked
about
wings.
Yeah, we're thinking about two different things.
naked wings.
Wait a minute. Isn't that a Merle Haggard song?
Don't you say naked? You don't say naked.
Naked.
You say naked.
It's naked.
It's naked.
Shannon, I know you've got somebody getting ready to call in, but in the meantime, give us another year. Give us a montage of another great
Another
summer.
year. This is going to take you back to junior high right here.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, let me think of it.
Oh, Undercover Angel.
Thinking of Pee Wee Herman.
That was a Tommy favorite right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Can you smell the stank?
It's from this week in 77.
Hotel Cal. Wow. What year?
77.
Are you picking?
Man, you are
you
beating
picking?
me over the head with old man stuff this week.
It's Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell.
Oh, sounds
Yeah.
like a young Terry Bradshaw.
Take
Glenn
notes,
Campbell.
Josh.
What year?
Oh,
You know I
77.
love Glenn Campbell.
You know it.
Sophomore in high school.
Rock it.
Yeah.
Well, the fighter don't believe anymore. He can't win shit. It's over. What do you want from me, Adrian?
What a great year.
Oh, yeah.
Carolina. Oh, my gosh.
Here you go.
Oh, my gosh.
The start of their songs was
Oh, awesome.
Let me tell you right now. If your mom is drilling somebody's teeth, her little booty is shaking right now.
It's like watching y'all being like, oh, do you remember? Oh, my God.
Let's do the next.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My gosh. Hit after hit after hit.
Yeah. Your grandma is rocking right now. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Me and your grandmother are slow dancing to this.
My lost
Josh doesn't like any of this.
No, he doesn't like. Listen, he doesn't like bacon.
Okay,
He doesn't eat bacon.
Top hits this week
That
in
is-
1977.
What'd you say, Josh?
he said he doesn't like bacon.
Well, we found out that Josh does not eat bacon.
No, it's not. It's not what I said. See,
Oh, is
you
he
don't
kosher?
listen. You spin doctor.
Yeah,
everything.
that's okay. Listen, it's okay. You
No,
don't
I
eat-
like bacon. I don't eat it. It's the most.
I know. Here's what he eats. He doesn't need a BLT.
wow.
He doesn't know what that is.
But
he likes
wait,
the
I wanna hear
turkey.
it.
Hey,
I
Mr.
like,
hold on.
I like bacon. I don't want to eat it.
You know
it's
what?
I heard it's the. I've got to hear the end of this. It's the
Hey,
what?
Mr. Memory Loss Statin. Guess what? You probably shouldn't be eating.
Wow.
Bacon. All right.
I'm not.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm not looking.
Cardiologist.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, I had 2 open heart surgeries.
Excuse
you know
me,
what I mean?
boy
I
in the
mean, I should
bubble.
know- I know what
My
I'm
heart
talking about.
doctor said I could eat bacon. No. I doubt Bobby said that.
Hey, listen. You know what? You know what John Travolta
I take
did
statin, too.
in the boy in the plastic bubble. You know what he did?
No.
He took a chance and he came out of that bubble, live or die. You don't want to live in that bubble without bacon and jeans anymore, friend. And you need to
I'm
dance
actually-
to a little
I'm
bit of
fine with both.
Eagles, maybe a little jetliner.
I'm fine with that, both bacon and jeans.
Let's go to the.
That could be a new song for Justin Moore. Bacon and jeans.
Let's go to the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline, and we're talking.
Yeah,
to
we
some
got
of your
Chris Tucker from Wichita, Kansas.
Chris
and,
Tucker, loved
Chris
you.
is a mutual
Yeah.
acquaintance of myself, Trudy and Travis
Yeah,
Kimball,
well-
and we're actually business partners also on a venture we won't talk about this morning. But when I was visiting with Chris on a recent trip to Kansas, he had the most incredible story about Charlie Pride.
Oh, I
Chris,
just knew you were going to say about Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah. Chris's mom worked for the Southland Corporation for years. If you guys remember, they were a sponsor of all the Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethons.
Right.
Chris's mom sang on every telethon.
Josh is going, "What? Who is Jerry Lewis, and what is this telethon
Wow,
you
listen
speak
to
of?"
you. Listen
What
to
Josh
you.
just said.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
say it.
So, good morning, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, here, listen. If Shannon Lynn says you have a great story, Shannon knows a lot of stories, and he is sort of the music historian in these parts. But for him to say you've got something interesting you need to share with our audience, that's saying something. So what's this amazing story you have?
Well, as it goes, and actually it came from my mother and her production folks back in the day. There's a very prominent neighborhood not far from where we grew up. And right across the street, one morning, this family looks out, and his wife's just totally distraught. And she sees this nice gentleman across the street in a white T-shirt and jeans, and he's push mowing his front yard, brand new home, and just purchased, where this house had just been sold. And she sees this guy mowing the yard and says, well, I'm just going to go across the street and go talk to him. So she goes over and talks to him and says, not knowing who this guy is, and says, if you just look at our yard, it's just total mess, sir. If you could do us the biggest favor ever, we can't get any crews here to help. My husband, today's his birthday, and we're having a big celebration this evening. The yard is just horrible. Could you be nice enough to come over and cut our grass? And he says, well, sure. No, I don't have any problem with that. So later on, she looks outside, and this nice African-American gentleman's out cutting her grass, cutting her front yard. And she comes out to bring him a glass of iced tea, and they sit down on the front porch, and he just is most kind and cordial as you can ever imagine. And looks over and says, well, I heard you say that later today is your husband's birthday. He says, yes, and it's just, now we have a horrible problem with that. The band I hired to show up can't be here. They just called and canceled, and it's going to start here in about 3 hours. And it's getting into afternoon time now. And he says, well, I tell you what, you've been very nice to me, and I really appreciate the iced tea. She didn't pay him a dime. Really appreciate the iced tea and everything. I actually have a small band. And if you'd like, the band and I could show up at whatever time you need us here, even in 3 hours if you need. Well, yeah, let's go. That would just be the best. Of course, she's kind of skeptical as the story goes. And so in about 3 hours or so, her husband comes running in. They're doing sound check, and he is just jumping up and down. Just, oh my God, I can't believe you did this. You're just the best wife in the whole world. And she looks out and says, what do you mean? And he says, how in the world did you manage to get Charlie Pride and his band to come play for my birthday?
Wow, that's a unique story for sure.
There's a similar one when we're hearing about this from Chris. Joe tells us one as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was just moved back from retiring in the NBA, and I was out. We bought our house in July or whatever, and we had a bunch of yard work to do. Out there cleaning it, mowing it, and everything. And lady's driving by, and she stops and starts waving to me to come over to her car, and I walk over there, and she's like, what do you guys charge, for, she goes, I'm not happy with my, with my yard guy. What do you guys charge?
And yours looks good, obviously.
Yeah.
That's the name of your group is Big and Tall Lawn Care.
7-foot guy mowing his yard.
Outstanding. Yeah, you're hunched over because the handle didn't go. That's fantastic. When you hear something like that about Charlie Pride or something like that, tells you what kind of cat he was.
Wow,
well,
yeah.
it's fantastic. And listen, he had fun with it. He obviously had to have fun with doing that because he wasn't Charlie Pride superstar. Right. He was just regular dude, and you got to appreciate something like that.
The greatest,
Joe, same thing with you.
The greatest moment has to be when the wife goes, who? What? And he's like, oh, my God.
Yeah. How'd you book him?
And this guy is singing in your backyard with his little band, one of the biggest stars in country music history.
Yeah. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just
sing it if you know it.
Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona?
Come on, Josh?
Any place is all right as long as I can forget I've ever known her.
Right now, your pop is whistling to that tune.
Josh is
shot.
Right now.
Josh is swinging from one of the light fixtures.
Right.
So you want to work in sports radio?
He's updating his resume.
Well, Chris, thanks, buddy. We appreciate
Thanks,
you sharing
Chris.
that story.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for
unique
the story,
sure.
man.
Very welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very good. Thanks, Shannon, for hooking us up with
Yeah.
Listen, love the,
I couldn't. I was going to tell it, but I thought, why not get him to tell it?
Yeah,
so.
brushes with greatness. And Joe's story is a great one too.
Oh yeah. Well, I love the price Joe.
I quoted her a price.
Coming up
She
here.
said, "What do you charge?" I said, "Well, I'm sleeping with the sleeping with the lady inside."
Hey, coming up at 8:05, we're going to have Anthony Black of the Orlando Magic. Now, he's now 21 years old. Roger, when we had him, he
He's
was
an old grizzled veteran.
I know, he was 19, and his mom was really helpful. You know, I tell you, Roger, of all the NIL deals that we do, we've done probably 25 calls NIL related.
More than any in the country, probably.
I think so. And one thing is nice.
What are you looking at me for?
Because I want you to know that's who you sponsor. Somebody like that, Joe.
One thing that's nice, Joe, is when you have the parents involved. Oh, yeah. And Jim Black was involved in the very beginning. She wanted to talk to me to go, hey, what are you going to do with my kid? Tell me how this is going to be done. I think I told her about why it was advantageous, maybe Central Arkansas, because she doesn't know the difference between Northwest and down here. So she was great, and so was Bree Ellis's parents. You know, we've had them on, and so not saying you have to have that, but it's always nice, and also you can tell the quality of the athlete by oftentimes the parents that we get to talk.
I just liked it every now and then when y'all couldn't get him, you'd call his mom.
Dang straight. Wait, Jen? That's a great point. That's a great point, Joe.
That was always my favorite part of the segment is when he was sleeping in or something. You call his mom. You guys are calling him, and he's like looking at the phone going, I ain't talking to those clowns today. And they call the mom, and mom calls and goes, you get your butt.
Charge his phone. It's like this guy's about to get millions and millions of dollars.
We only had to do that one time, Roger. Yeah. We did that one time. I felt terrible to do it. I was like,
you called his mom.
I called his mom.
You two guys called his mom.
Oh my gosh, good times. All right, do not go away. It is 7:30.
Well, call your mom. You don't stay acting. Call your mom.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is SportsCenter.
One half of the 2025 NBA Finals is set. The Oklahoma City Thunder take down the Minnesota Timberwolves in game number 5, 124-94 last night in Oklahoma City. They win the series 4-1. It was a big evening for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 34 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds, 22.7 boards for Chet Holmgren, and then Jalen Williams had 19 points and 8 boards. OKC returns the finals for the first time since 2012. Their opponent will figure that out potentially tonight. It's game number 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers from Madison Square Garden. It's a 7:30 tip time. You can catch it on TNT and Max. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 80. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but probably not severe thunderstorms. The chance of showers and thunderstorms will continue through the evening hours. It's a 40% chance of rain, and overnight we'll have a low of 60. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds, we're going to be talking a lot of college baseball. Of course, we'll be focusing on Arkansas getting ready for North Dakota State, Creighton, and Kansas. But we're also going to talk about Little Rock. The Trojans head down to LSU, and Chris Curry will join us to start the show at 1:06. Plus, Richard Davenport with the recruiting update, and Brian Edwards with some picks. All that and much more coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds.
When it comes to our health, we all know the importance of maintaining an active lifestyle. Hey everybody, Josh Neighbors here for QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative health. And if you're like me, you want to be active. I want to play basketball basically 5 days a week. For you, it might be coaching your kid's baseball team or playing pickleball with your friends. One thing that can keep us from achieving that healthy lifestyle, joint pain. For me, it's my back. Whatever it is, QC Kinetics can help. They've been on the cutting edge since 2018, and they've helped tens of thousands of people achieve lasting joint pain relief by using natural treatments that harness your body's own healing. Regenerative health used to be viewed as an alternative treatment, but now it's mainstream, and QC Kinetics, they are the nation's leader. Their well-respected protocols include potent and powerful cellular-level treatments that help revitalize and restore those damaged joints. They're going after the source of the pain. So you can say goodbye to that chronic pain, and you can get back on the baseball field, on the pickleball court, wherever it is. That's your happy place, your active place. So check them out, this revolutionary treatment, and get a free consultation as well. Call QC Kinetics today. That's 501-222-8440, 501-222-8440.
It's DJ Williams here, and I want to tell you about Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier. Natural beef for the natural state, producing high-quality Angus beef that includes ribeye, filet, sirloin, New York strip, chuck roast, and ground beef patties. High-quality Angus beef is available in quarter, half, and whole sides, or you can order steak and burger bundle boxes. Don't go to the store. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and place your order for beef bundle boxes or sides of beef. Or you can call 501-460-1688. Shop local and support family-owned Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier.
Hey now, if you're ready to step into the future of auto loans, Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union just dropped a summer auto loan special, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer. We're talking ultra-low rates as low as 1.99%, no payments for 90 days, and up to 84 months to finance. It's good on 2023, 24, and 25 models, or you can refinance what you're driving now. New car, new adventure, new savings. The future's looking real bright with Alcoa. They're serving 15 counties across central Arkansas, so get started at alcoacommunityfcu.org.
Yes, this is the American dream, son of a plumber, Dusty Rhodes. And let me tell you something, Diddy. If you're not listening to Morning Mayhem from 6 to 10 on 103.7 The Buzz, baby, I'm going to have to bring you some real hot times, Diddy.
This goes off to our buddy, Cherokee Tommy Norman.
And I think we got JM on the line too. JM, you there? Check. Yeah. Morning.
Morning.
This is a tribute Roger has now crafted for Tommy Norman. We found out that he's 25% Cherokee.
He's a giver.
He loves to give back.
That's what he does.
He doesn't want to have to put people in jail.
So he gets it from his mom.
Yeah, he wants to give back. And we learned about this important heritage of his.
One of his commanders said that he has to arrest people just to find out where the police station is because he's such a giver.
He's such a giver. It is. Roger will be in studio and make this be one of his big hits. But right now he's covering it. Here we go.
And all the beads we made by hand are nowadays made in Japan.
Paul here, by the way, singing this. There we go.
Cherokee Copper, Tommy Norman. He won't arrest you. He'll take.
That may be some of your best work.
Could be.
Every time
I think so.
When you turn on Tommy, he's always taking kids' stuff and giving gifts and all that. His all-star crew too.
Yeah, my first impression of Tommy, I remember when Bruno Mars came to town. I'd taken my my daughter to Avery to see that, and 3 rows in front of us, here was Tommy Norman coming in. I don't know how many kids he brought to that show that night.
And Bruno connected with him.
Yeah,
he did connect with him either before or after the show. We've got to,
and he is such a Michael Jordan fan. Of all the people that he can meet and do all this and that,
we got to arrange a meeting with.
Yeah, but you know, there's some, like somebody said, you don't want to meet your heroes and stuff like that. So and he has heard things that might not be. And maybe you can speak to this, Joe.
He's heard that George's a jerk.
He can't
He can't be.
He can't be. Michael Jordan like self-admittedly like an a-hole?
I don't know. I don't know.
Joe, Joe played with him.
No,
Joe
I
knows.
mean,
He could be a
just-
jerk.
I mean,
he could be a nice guy though too, right?
No, he can be. I mean, those
Okay.
guys. I mean, everywhere they go. I mean,
Sure.
Everybody
No
wants
doubt.
him.
No doubt.
Everybody wants him.
I
No
mean,
doubt.
you think about everything you do.
I can't
all day,
imagine.
Like
Cannot imagine.
walking out of the studio.
Everybody goes nuts.
To get in your car, they go nuts.
Right.
And so after a while, you're trying to.
Worn down
So
from
you
it.
get to where you're like, let me go home.
Yeah.
You know?
It would have
Let
to
me-
wear
let me
on
go.
you.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know, we heard that
years
from-
of it. Yeah,
we
years
heard
of
that
it.
from Terry Bradshaw.
And you're definitely going to come off as a jerk.
Well, Terry Bradshaw's a giver. And his wife finally told him one time, "You're going to be late for the plane if you don't do it." So he had to say no. And you know that one person spreads this
That's
to a
right.
jerk all the way around.
Yep.
Right.
Raj, let's play a little. Let's play a little match game to give away tickets to see the Razorbacks play. Josh, Friday, is that right? Did you confirm?
I have to double check which.
Yeah. So listen, we know there are tickets to one of the games this weekend. It's either going to be Friday's or Saturday's game.
Josh, I just got an email that you put me in a group of emails that you set your resume to.
North Dakota
What is
State
that?
at 2 o'clock on
Saturday.
Friday.
What are you doing?
Saturday.
And then where Saturday will be obviously the winner of the Kansas and Creighton game. Don't forget also the Trojans play LSU at 2 o'clock as well. So let's get a contestant. If you want to go to see the Razorbacks play, 661. Look at the phone lines.
If you hadn't won in 30 days.
It's
Like a
time to
Christmas
play the match game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or check online at arkansastruck.com.
so
Now
elated.
let's see what wacky answers the guys can come up with.
I'm so elated to be playing this.
It's not Factor Crap.
It's better than Factor Crap.
Factor Crap.
By the way, we Factor Crap sponsorship is open. There you go. So if you're a company out there,
Oh, darn.
Factor Crap.
back to my corkies. My corkies.
What's the record label for Justin? What's your record label?
I was hoping that.
That would
I
be
was hoping
perfect.
that. Yeah, I was hoping that meant no more Factor Crap.
No, it's not going
Me
away,
too.
baby. It's
This
not going
episode
away.
of Factor Crap.
Can
brought
you
to
see the Great Wall?
I love it, Baz. I don't know if he developed this game or what, but he is not. He's not giving it up. Everybody who plays it absolutely despises it.
Yes, thank you.
Shannon's never said a bad thing about anything in his life, and he just said, "Yes, please. I can't stand that game."
Roger,
Thank you,
Roger,
Justin. I agree.
Roger, you know who loves it? Kids
love
kids
it.
love the
Kids
Factor
love the
Crap.
kids.
Yeah,
And Marty
we
Marr
have a
loves the
ton of
kids.
kids listening.
Marty Marr loves the kids.
That's our target audience
Well,
right
this
there.
version of Factor Crap brought to you by the city of Poland.
Our show is basically a 4-hour trivia contest every day. So
Yes.
it falls in line with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The phone lines are lit up, by the way.
We have David, John, Mark, Jeff, Blake, and Tate.
Who do you want to start with, Raj?
We're going to start with the first person on the board.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go to the phone and talk to David. David, you're on the line. How are you, my friend?
Doing great. How's it going, guys?
Doing
All right.
wonderful. You know you're playing for tickets to see the Razorbacks.
I do.
All right, my friend. And I don't know, Josh, are these hard tickets or are they digital?
Digital.
All right, so we'll just
All
send
right,
them to you.
David, give our amazing guest and Justin down in Florida and our staff here a chance to give our answer. Get our answer first before you give us yours, okay? In honor of Anthony Black, who is coming up at 8:05, really looking forward to catching up with him. We're going to go black blank.
Black.
Black.
Blank. I don't think there's a whole lot of ways you can go.
There are a few.
Ton of ways you can go.
You know what?
Wow, Joe.
Boy, I tell you what.
Wow. Wow. Josh, you got yours?
Yep.
Justin, you got yours?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Shannon, you good?
I'm good.
Joe, you're all over it? Are you pausing now?
Oh, there's so many ways to go, Groot. Where you talk to me?
Yeah.
Come on.
I've got one that.
No, you can't say that one.
The first thing that came to my mind is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends.
I think so.
It's a PG,
I think
this
so.
is a PG show.
But
I
there's
think
no
so.
way this guy will get it. And I mean, it's a terrible.
okay.
It's in honor of Shannon.
That's okay. That's your Roger. You got your answer.
Yeah, I've only got
All right,
one,
David.
and it's something that you think I say all the time.
And Shannon Lynn's going to be the only one who probably knows what it is.
For the win, David, what is your answer?
I gotta go Black Panther.
Black Panther.
That's a
Ooh,
great
that's a
answer.
good one.
Great answer.
Let's go to Shannon first. What did you have, Shannon?
Black Velvet.
Black Velvet.
Black Velvet, you freak.
Joe Clown, what did you have?
Black Sabbath.
All right. Wow.
Very good.
Justin Moore, what did you have?
Black Market.
Black Market.
Oh, wow. Well, there's a lot of ways to go in there.
Wow, it's just tough.
Everybody's been different, yeah.
Josh, what did you have?
Blackballed.
What is it?
Blackballed.
Blackballed.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Blackballed.
there's
I think you're talking about hairless guy. Okay. I know. It's
Roger,
black bald.
what did you have?
I went in the same family as our caller, David, but I went black cat.
Black cat. See, Joe, you're right. There's a ton of different answers for this one.
Yeah, why didn't you chastise me?
Well, first of all, you only came up with one smoke show, so let me just put it out there. Because
What do you mean I'm only supposed to come up with one?
I couldn't
I'm
think
only
of any.
supposed to come up with one.
I was I tell you what.
Across
You know what? Here's the
table.
deal. Here's the deal. I'm gonna let it go today. All right.
Justin?
I'm gonna let it go because I know the health department's at your restaurants right now. I know you got a lot of pressure on you. Okay.
Wow.
So I've got the last one.
I gotta go.
You do.
I gotta leave.
Just a comment location.
I normally have multiple answers. Only had two in this one.
All right.
And David, I'm sorry to say it is not Black Panther. I went with Black Beauty.
Oh, what was
Black
the other
Beauty.
one?
Black Top.
That was my
Black
other
top.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, Black Top.
David,
Yeah.
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
David. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, when's the last time you played this game?
What is that?
First of all, did I get you in mid bone hit? Were you able
working.
to?
I can't hardly hear you.
Where do you work?
I drive a truck for a living.
All right, let me hear the horn.
He may be 18, maybe a non-18.
You're an 18-wheeler?
Yeah, no, he
Or
said
what?
maybe a different truck besides an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, all trucks.
The company's too cheap to afford an air horn.
There you go.
Should we be concerned that an 18-wheeler driver cannot hear while he's working? Should we be concerned?
Just a little.
Are you anywhere near Damascus?
Jeff, do you want to?
I was gonna say this guy.
Jeff, do you want to go to the game this weekend or this Saturday?
I do, absolutely.
All right, truck
Here we go.
driver, here we go. You still got another horn. I want to hear it.
Now, I'm not sure how easy this will be or not. I don't know if I've used this word before, but we're going to try. Here we go. Don't give us your answer yet, Jeff. Let us get ours. City blank.
City blank. City
blank.
He said city.
I don't think there are a lot of options. There are a few that are obvious, but Josh, you in?
Oh, yeah.
Justin, you got yours?
Yep.
Shannon?
I do.
Joe?
It's horrible.
Roger,
but-
you good?
I do.
All right, here we go for the tickets, Jeff.
Oh my God! Listen, this is going to be. Give him a second to think about it now, because you've got to hone in on somebody, because this is a tough one.
I think there's a really obvious answer out there, but we'll see if we get. Jeff, what is your answer?
Street.
City Street.
Yeah, it's not gonna win.
City Street. Yeah. Justin, what did you have?
City block.
City block.
City block. And then remember, it's C-I-T-Y. City.
Shannon, what did you have?
City Hall.
City Hall.
Oh, City Hall.
Joe, what did you have?
City Hall.
Josh?
City
That's
bike.
a good one.
City what?
City bike.
City
You
bike.
ever been in New York City?
Bank. I
No,
think it's
City
bank.
bike. Y'all ever been to New York
City
City?
bike?
City
Y'all
bike.
New York City.
Yeah, we've never heard
Josh, I got
Well, you all never been to New York City.
You've got to eat bacon. Now, you know what? We ought to give
Well,
Jeff
you know what?
these tickets just for that
If you've been to
stupid
this
answer.
country's most populated city, you would know what they are.
That's what a
I'm with
statin
you.
deficiency does.
You rent them like you do those scooters.
Yeah, there's thousands of them in New York
but a
City.
boy driving a truck in Arkansas ain't never heard that.
We didn't have a horn apparently either.
Roger,
so.
what did you have? Roger, what did you have?
Roger, turn up your hearing aid.
Well, that's funny.
Look, I defend you most of the time against.
What'd you have, Roger?
I didn't have one until right after you answered the question. It took me a while, and the only thing I could come up with would be City Board.
City Board. That's a good one.
That was it.
Jeff, I am again. I'm gonna. They beat me up for giving away these tickets too easy. I did not have that answer. I also had City Hall. So I'm sorry,
That's a
Jeff.
tough
We're
one.
sorry, Jeff. Let me hear your horn, Jeff.
He's
Adam. Oh wow! No wonder.
Wow.
Oh, dude. You know what?
BW.
Jeff, we appreciate you listening, though, buddy. It means a ton that you did. Thank you, thank you.
One more time.
That was a Toyota truck.
Tate, are you there, Tate?
Jeff's laugh when you every time you tried to blow his horn, he went.
He did. Yeah. Even he laughed. All right, Tate, you want to go to the ball game?
I do.
All right, here's your Josh. How many other pairs do we have to give away? It's the last one. Can we give away any of the other shows?
We have individual. No, we have individual tickets for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's great.
That's
good.
Well, you know what? Maybe there's somebody that's separating and they just want to be.
I would go into it, but
Do want to thank Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Chris Hamlet, the owner, and Donnie Faulkner, the manager. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, guys.
This.
Thank you all for calling. Here we go.
Here we go.
Tate, here we go. Come on,
So
Tate.
we're gonna take a word that we just had on our last game and see if I think this is the home run right here. We're gonna go.
Oh, great.
Hall blank.
Hall blank. H-A-L-L or H-A-U-L?
H-A-L-L.
H-A-L-L. Hall blank. Hall blank.
There's two obvious ones.
Yeah, there's
there's two obvious ones here.
All right, Tate, you should probably be the winner of these tickets. Jeff, where are you calling from?
Tate.
Oh, excuse me, Tate, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Conway.
Conway. All right, very good. Well, we appreciate
All
you.
right, JM, what you got? I'm sorry, Tate, what you got?
I got Hall Pass.
Hall Pass.
Hall Pass.
Yeah, no brainer,
We'll
right?
start with Shannon Lynn. What did you have, Shannon?
I had Bass.
Hall
Hall Pass, that's it. Boom, you're going.
Hall Pass. What you have, Josh?
Yeah, Hall Pass.
Hall Pass. Joe?
Hall and Oates.
Hall Money, I had Hall Pass as well. David?
Justin, what'd you have?
It's Hall Pass.
Hall Pass.
Yeah, the only other name I have besides that, Hallway. Was your
Hallway. And Hall and Oates. I like Hall and Oates. That's
Oh, that's
outside the
awesome.
box, Joe. That's
you. That's why I'm
outside the
here.
box.
That's why I'm
You
here.
darn right it is.
Outstanding. All
That
right.
and your
Tate,
giving.
congratulations.
Hold on, Tate, and let Josh get your information. Thanks to John, Mark, Blake, David, and Jeff for playing with us and hanging out with us. We appreciate you being a part of our mornings every day and making us your #1 morning show.
Let's take a break and come back. We'll have Joe one more segment. Shannon's going to hang around with us. What will be the next year montage of summer hits? What will it be?
The bicentennial year.
1976.
Oh,
yeah. All right, don't go away. Glad you're with us. David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Found Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners to participate in our Spring Into Savings event. 30 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall system. That's right, You'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 30 homeowners to call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $289 per month, or get 3.99% APR for 72 months. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends June 2nd. Call 469-405-7740 for details.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
This is Trey Reed from the Wild Side, inviting you to join Mark Hedrick and me every Tuesday night at 7 here on The Buzz.
Brought to you by Trader Bill's Outdoors, Westrock Landing, Edwards Food Giant, Battery Outfitters, All About Tire and Brake, and Tammy Chase Insurance.
It's The Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
There's not that much difference between white and black, okay? The truth of the matter is, it's rich and poor. Like where I grew up in Arkansas, there was no black or white. We're all broke, okay? What's your color? Poor, okay? You know, that's the truth of the matter, you know? When you eat your cereal out of a Cool Whip bowl stained with chili or spaghetti sauce,
man,
does it
so
really
true.
matter if you're black or you're white?
I'm telling you.
You're broke.
Ralphie May was good, man.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He
May
was
rest in peace.
outstanding. He was fearless.
That's a great line. I mean,
Who didn't eat out of that? If you had a Cool Whip bowl or anything else like that, that was a bowl.
He said, "Yeah, we didn't grow up black or white. We grew up poor." That's what we did. How many years ago did he die?
Oh man.
Justin, did you ever meet him? He might have been before your time. I can't
I'll
remember.
say he's been gone a half a dozen years.
I didn't.
He won the comedian show or something.
Yeah.
He was big. He was a big dude. All right, Shannon Lynn brought to you by ABC Supply. And Jeff, when you mentioned Jeff Lee, got recognized the other day. National Award for
17. He was done in 17.
17. But we appreciate him sponsoring you.
Absolutely.
This is right in our sweet spot, Justin. We've had 1983, 1977. These are all like top hits.
Top hits from this week in that year.
Josh is back there. He cannot wait for this.
I bet he can't.
Justin, I'll be curious. Justin, let us know as we play these if you recognize. You will recognize most of them.
I'll know all of them.
Here, let's
sure.
go. Cotter. Welcome back to Cotter.
Welcome back.
Josh, you digging this?
Your dreams were your ticket out.
Oh, happy days. Wow.
Absolutely.
ABC ruled the airwaves.
Happy days. Hello, Brian.
Understand me.
Oh.
Try.
Oh.
Let's just kiss and say bye.
Oh, oh man, hold me, Joe.
Oh, Kiki D. Elton John, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Honey, if I get restless, baby, you're not that kind.
Oh,
I love this song.
Who's about, Joe?
Elvis Bishop.
You betcha.
I absolutely love this song.
This is awesome.
Great song.
Since I met you, baby. Hey, right here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Anchorman. It's
Starland Vocal Band.
Come on, Josh.
You got to know what that song's about, Josh.
Silly love songs, Paul McCartney. That's a big hit for him. Huge.
That's it.
They said that song was geared at John Lennon.
It was.
What's the what's
Oh, really? I did not know that. Thank you, Jeff.
What's a higher year you got on here? What's a higher year?
The higher year, 1995.
Let's just hear 95.
That silly love song.
That's almost made it to my birth year.
Now, Josh will kill all of these.
No, Justin should.
I was
Justin should as well, yeah.
2 years old.
I knew all the last ones.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Recognize that?
Oh, that's from a Disney movie.
That's right. Colors of the Wind.
Good job. Good job,
Vanessa
Justin.
Williams.
Is it, which movie was that?
Pocahontas.
Oh, there you go.
I recognize this.
Yeah. I can look
Water
it up.
Runs Dry. Boys to Men.
John Michael Montgomery had a big hit on country on it.
Oh, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is about.
Who is that?
Oh,
Johnny
Montel Jordan.
Montel Jordan.
Okay, there you go.
That's that Boys and Men?
That's Boys to Men. Yeah.
Two of them. Roger, who was that?
I don't know.
TLC.
TLC.
I knew more of the 70s than I did these.
I'm thinking about Linda Ronstadt right now.
Yeah, listen,
that one, yeah, we know.
Who is
the other guys?
All right, that's TLC.
This is TLC.
Yeah, this is, yeah. This song was huge.
Yeah.
This is the other guys.
Nothing at all.
Oh, that's Brian Adams?
Yep.
Wow, that year sucked. My gosh. I'm sorry, the 90s, though. Come on. Let's go back to the 70s.
The 90s sucked.
Give me an 80s real quick. Wait, we got no time.
Well, let's do this for just a
Some people are
1990
calling
country.
that the factor crap of montage.
1990s country.
1990s.
Baby, that's
That
all
Shelton?
over now. 'Cause I cried
My last tear for you. Ricky Van Shelton.
Last sex.
something in your eyes. This evening now.
T. Graham Brown. Come on, Roger. Who's that?
Oh.
He walked on water. Randy Travis.
Oh, Garthy Garth.
Garth Brooks.
The dance.
Taylor Swift's grandpa.
Is that Restless Heart?
That is. Boom.
Go, Justin, go.
Kathy Mattea?
Boom.
Wow. Don't want to play Justin Moore and beat the Baz on this on country. Hey. I would love to see
Alabama.
Yep.
Justin's hot on this one. I'd like to see Roger and Justin go toe-to-toe on the Beat the Bass old school country.
Yes, sir.
That would be fun.
He'd kill Roger.
Reba.
Yeah, he might kill me, but I tell you what, as a team, nobody would beat us. And I don't take any offense to that, Joe.
Joe, thanks so much, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks
Give us a holler at Corky's, man. We got you covered.
If I were to give a holler to Corky's, what would I ask for?
Well, and we'd say, well, what do you want?
I want a nice sandwich.
Nice sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
You like chicken?
I love chicken.
You like mushrooms?
Big fan.
How about a chicken mushroom melt?
All right.
With rings?
Do not.
With onion ring.
Thanks, Joe. Don't go away.
Hey, I want to say this before you do this, Baz.
20 seconds.
Sorry. Who did I say had the best burger in Arkansas yesterday when we're talking about burgers?
Corky's.
Bam!
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
This segment's sponsored by Justin.
Anthony Black up next. Don't go away.
Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the end of the month, and we need to sell 23 more vehicles to meet our factory goal. So we're giving everybody employee pricing. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay, and you get the rebates. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. No gimmicks, no hoops to jump through. You pay what we pay, period. Only Fletcher Dodge has discounts up to $14,000 on the all-new Ram and finance rates as low as 1.9% at 72 months. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off. The all-new Jeep Compass for only $379 a month with no money down. And the all-new Ram Heavy Duties up to $8,000 off. Past credit problems are no problems for us, so don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-qualified in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Roger and David are taking the Mayhem to Sherwood this Friday to spend the morning with Mr. Fletcher and the crew at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out at FletcherDeals.com.
Our guys aren't so bad, right?
This is taking unsportsmanlike conduct to a whole new level.
Well, maybe not. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The search continues for a former police chief convicted of murder and rape. Today is the fifth day Grant Hardin has been on the run since escaping prison in Calico Rock. Investigators believe he used a disguise to look like a Department of Corrections officer to make his way out the door. The Department of Corrections is still trying to figure out how he made his disguise and where he could have gone. The DOC says the rocky terrain, rainy weather, and Hardin's background in law enforcement has made it difficult to find him. Investigators have expanded their search. Hardin will face a second-degree escape charge once he's caught. President Donald Trump has pardoned a former Arkansas senator who was sentenced for bribery and tax fraud. Jeremy Hutchinson, the nephew of former Governor Asa Hutchinson, was serving a combined 8-year federal prison sentence after pleading guilty to charges of filing a false tax return and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit federal program bribery. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Insure your auto, home, life, and everything in between with Shelter Insurance. Find a local agent by calling 1-800-SHELTER or at shelterinsurance.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 50. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but most likely no severe thunderstorms. Still a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low of 60. I'm meteorologist Pat Walker for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
All right, y'all, listen up. This deal is too good to sit on. The summer auto loan special at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is the kind of thing you jump on now, not later. We're talking about ultra low rates starting at just 1.99% APR, 84 months financing, and best of all, no payments for 90 days. That means you could be cruising around in a new ride all summer long and not pay a penny till fall. And it's good on 2023, 24, and 25 models, whether it's new, used, or refinanced. So, if you've been waiting for the right time, this is it. Don't drag your feet. Hit up alcoacommunityfcu.org and lock it in today. Now, if you're thinking bigger, maybe setting up your whole financial future, talk to Steve Brown. Need a mortgage? The real Matt Jones. Got a wedding, a bathroom remodel, or maybe a second honeymoon on your mind? Jamie Bigelow has your home equity line of credit ready. Andrea Rose, she's going to help you with Casasa free checking up to 6% APY. Free notarization, smart financial advice, and the friendliest folks in Central Arkansas. It's all at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Member owned, member focused, and now serving 15 counties. Get moving at alcoacommunityfcu.org.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
If you're trying to get through your daily activities and you're noticing you can't because you're focusing more on your pain than being able to enjoy the moment, those are the patients that we're looking to treat because we can make a difference.
That's Dr. Ashley Caravelli, a medical director for QC Kinetics.
What we're doing at QC Kinetics is offering treatments that help with joint preservation. We use cutting-edge technology in our in-house lab to harness your body's natural healing powers and target the areas where you need them the most.
These are regenerative, non-surgical treatments, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader, delivering lasting relief to tens of thousands of patients.
What we do know is that the sooner we start treatment, the sooner you'll see relief.
So don't wait another minute. See if you're a good candidate for these non-surgical treatments for joint pain. The consultation is completely free.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
For every smile shared, for every adventure that sparks a lifetime of memories, for inspiring a love of nature that never ages, for conserving wonder for our world, for generations, for 100 years of memories made, and for the ones still to come. Join us as we celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo, where the past meets the future, for now and for the next 100 years.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Bacquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's! Go!
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the Navy?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass. All right, it is 8:06. Great to have Shannon Lynn, brought to you by ABC Supply, with us today. Got a busy rest of the show. Melinda Mayo coming up. Yeah. Trey Schapp from Destin. Pat Bradley coming up later.
Thanks to Joe Klein for coming in.
Yeah,
and
Joe was
out
great.
With us.
Yes.
Go hit him up at Corky's. Tell him we sent you, and maybe, just maybe, he'll give you a discount based on my name.
Justin Moore is with us down in the Panhandle of Florida, hanging out. And boy, what a great treat to have on the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline a young man that we had 2 years ago. He was 19 years old, and now he's a whopping 21. He's a standout star for the Orlando Magic, but he'll always be Roger, no matter how big he gets, no matter where he goes. He'll be a great Razorback. Anthony Black joins us now. Good morning, Anthony. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, thanks so much for jumping on with us. You know, I've been dealing with your agent and trying to get this interview lined up. Of course, I'm talking about your mother. And so but I was saying earlier, Anthony, when we've done about 25 of these calls over the last 4 years, these NIL calls with athletes for the Razorbacks, basketball, football, whatever. And I've said the handful of times that we've had parents that have been involved in the process has made it even better. And I don't know if I ever told you, and you may know, but your mother jumped on the phone with your agent at the time when you were a freshman and wanted to know all the details of what we were doing out here in Little Rock and what we were going to be doing with you. But man, I just thought that was really classy for your mom to be engaged with you that much. And, of course, that's the way she is with Beckham. That's the way she is with you. But, boy, she's always been a pleasure and treat to deal with.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that, man. She's always been into it, like you said, engaged. Everything we do, especially on the sports side of things. So, we all appreciate her.
I think the only happened, they were sort of beating me up, the guys were on the show here, because I think there was only one time that we couldn't get up with you. So I think I texted Jen. I said, Jen, we hadn't heard from Anthony this morning. I think she called you. But you were listen. You were always very
not cool, bro. Not cool.
You were always very prompt.
It's all good, man. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. That's all right. You took care of business. Well, listen, man. Congratulations on.
No, I was talking about him calling your mother.
No, I knew that's what you. I knew that's what you were talking about.
Cool, yeah.
I knew that's what you were talking about. But Anthony, congratulations on wrapping up your second year with the Magic. I was looking at your numbers. The number of starts you had actually went down from the previous year. I think 20 games, but your minutes actually went up a lot more. You averaged 8 more minutes a game this year than you did your rookie year. 24 minutes a game. You've doubled your points production from 5 to 10 per game, and just made that next step in your sophomore year. Are you happy with the way things went in year 2 for you?
Oh, yeah, it was good. Like you said, most of the categories went up, and, we still made it to the playoffs, still got to play my first playoff series. So it was just, it was all steps in the right direction. This is a big year, so last year was just about being able to just play, make mistakes, kind of see what I need to work on. And I feel like kind of checked all those boxes, so it was a good year.
For those who missed it, you can actually Google Anthony Black's highlights of 2025, and they are great highlights. And a lot of it is defense. And remember, for us, we were really appreciative of the great defense you played at Arkansas, and you've continued that and covering about anybody that they tell you to cover. But defense it continues to be a great calling card for you.
Oh, yeah, I know that's what's going to keep me on the court. And, if you watch the playoffs now, the best teams that are winning the games are the ones playing defense. So,
yeah,
I just try to, bring that to the team and see what happens from there.
I know the second half of the season you had some great games where you started knocking down threes. Man, he when you get that three ball going, plus your defense, you're tough to stop. And I love hearing your teammates talk about you when you're, what a complete game you have, especially when you're knocking down the threes. But you had some really great highlights, especially in the second part of the season as far as individual games.
Oh, yeah. My teammates really trust me a lot. Like you said, they always talk about just what type of player I am. So it just makes it easy to have those games. And, there's some opportunity out there with a lot of guys being hurt. So there was just games where I stepped into opportunity. And, everybody kind of did it in different games. But like you said, down the second half of the season, it was a couple of games I did it.
Yeah, you talk about getting to play in the playoffs, and Joe Klein, who Joe, he's an All-American at Arkansas Center, played about in the league for 15 years. He was talking about, even though you guys lost to the Celtics, but he thought what you guys did defensively gave a sort of a blueprint on how you beat the Celtics. Would you agree with that? And were you, even though you guys lost the series, were you happy with the way you performed there?
I don't know if it was like a blueprint to beat them. We just try to be super physical with them, and we just try to play. The plan was to play fast. We knew they were a little banged up, so I guess in that case, like the rest of the teams kind of saw the injuries against us. But it was. We won one game, so it wasn't exactly what we wanted to do. But
right. But some of it was right. But Joe was just mentioning he thought maybe some of the things you guys did that others picked up on that, even though you guys didn't win. And I know too. I know a lot of the guys here on the show wanted to ask the toughest guy that you've guarded now. You're 2 years in the league. Who would you say?
I'll probably say Shane.
Yeah,
that's what I guess.
The way he plays off the bounce and the way he's able to.
SGA.
Just create space and draw fouls and be physical at the same time. It's just a tough guard.
Yeah, obviously. Go ahead, Justin. You're good.
Yeah, this is more like a broad question, so stick with me. But as far as obviously, there's a transition from college to the NBA game, and as far as getting comfortable with the NBA game in particular. Is it one of those deals where you have to kind of take a year or two or whatever the time frame is, whatever the time window is to learn the differences and learn how to play the NBA game before you can really get super comfortable? And that's not only for you, but anybody who's making that transition.
Yeah, I think it depends honestly on like how many reps you get in that little first, in that first span. It's different for everybody. Some people go to different places and it's different. The goals are different, and it's just like a different field. But there's some teams that are really winning, so it's not as many reps. So you're just kind of trying to get into the flow as it is. But yeah, I mean, obviously it does take time. You do feel more comfortable with time, but I think the speed of that just depends on how much you're just out there and doing it.
Yeah, and how different is the game from like high level college basketball, which you played, to the NBA?
I mean, it's pretty different. I mean, it's still basketball, but everybody's that much better. Like, all of the best players from every school, every team. So, I mean, the competition's better. It's a lot quicker. The game's a lot faster. And, I don't know. There's less play calling. There's just more hooping out there. And everybody's that much better.
Yeah, and then the last thing I got for you is just out of curiosity, have you developed relationships where you lean on any like former Razorbacks like Bobby Portis, who's in the league, or Moses Moody, or because he was just a couple years ahead of you? Do you talk to any of those guys as far as getting advice or anything like that?
I mean, from time to time, pretty much all of them. Bobby, Moses, those are two people I talked to before I even committed there. So obviously I can talk to them whenever I feel like it. After the games, it's always checking in, seeing how everything's going. So, I mean, obviously, and then the dudes in the league I play with, we always keep in touch. So, I'll say it's like a strong little connection we all have, all the players.
Avi, who was your vet when you came in?
It was Joe Ingles.
Joe, wow, interesting.
What's
that like
basically my vet.
Playing with Banchero? What's that like? Because I mean, he looks like he's about to be, either he might be now or is going to be a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, it's fun, super fun playing with somebody obviously that talented. He's just a matchup nightmare everywhere. He's bigger than most of his matchups. He's stronger, and then if you put a bigger player on him, he's good at getting to the rim on him. So it's just fun playing with him. He makes the game easier with how much gravity he creates. Just having the ball, you kind of have to double him, so it makes the game easier for his teammates. He wants to win, so it's fun playing with him.
If you just joined the show, we're visiting with Anthony Black, who's with the Orlando Magic now, just wrapped up his second year. You mentioned SGA a few minutes ago, Anthony. One of the things, obviously, we here in Arkansas, they're one of the closest to us, Oklahoma City. And plus, they got 2 Razorbacks. One of them who we used to do a call just like with you, Jalen Williams. We had him as a weekly caller, and then Isaiah Joe. It looks like at this point, are they going to be able to win this whole thing? Does the New York or Indiana? I guess at this point, either one of those you think have a chance of beating those guys?
No, they definitely have a chance. I mean, those teams, whoever makes it, I mean, they're going to be there for a reason.
Right.
Each team has kind of like a different threat. Obviously, New York has all the players they have who can all go off at different times, but Indiana just has a crazy style that's hard to match. So,
sure.
I mean, they probably look like a favorite right now, but it could be tough, regardless of who wins this series.
Did want to ask too. I know that you came back to Arkansas to watch a baseball game. It was the Texas series, and I was curious. Number one, that was that the first time you came back? Was it a good trip? And the next thing. Since Cal has become coach, obviously you were under Eric Musselman. Have you connected with Cal since he's become the head coach? And how was your trip when you came back a few weeks back?
Oh yeah, the trip was good. Just came back to see a couple of my friends who go to school there. So we went to a baseball game and we did see Cal. So we said what's up to him there.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, I have talked to him just a couple of times since he's got the job. He called me pretty soon after he got it, just basically telling me, like, feel free to come up there, use the gyms, use all the stuff. Yeah, we talked a couple times. I ran into him a couple times since then. So
Yeah,
I enjoyed my trip.
You barely missed, Anthony. You missed all the money train that now is it's going through college basketball. You're just a few years off, man. Is it amazing to look at the numbers that we're hearing that players are getting paid now? $2 to $4 million, I think, is sort of the top level. But that just happened since you've been gone in 2 years.
Yeah, I know. It was literally like the year after. That's when people just. That's when they got crazy.
I know. It's back to Cal too. It's amazing too, Anthony, that the rock star that Cal is. I mean, he shows up to every playoff game. He's on camera every time, and he's a rock star. And Arkansas fans are really excited about what he's doing. I was curious, do you keep in touch on a regular basis with Eric Musselman?
Oh yeah, I talk to him all the time. I actually just talked to him yesterday. He texted me congratulating my brother. So, we text him all the time after games, even during the season. After good games, even after some bad games, just tell me, all type of things. So.
I think Arkansas fans are still appreciative to the great job that he did while he was here. Last thing before we let you go, you mentioned your brother Beckham. He every time I see video of him, and I watched him play in Pine Bluff. I guess it was a year or two ago, and I mean he's looking more and more like you in every way. I'm not a basketball guy. I'm a football guy, but is his game similar to yours? What's different about his versus yours? And is that recruiting process starting to really gear up and get?
Speaking of, before you answer, I love Muss. I became good friends with him. I still stay in contact with him, but he's a Razorback legacy. I'm just saying he could be a Razorback legacy.
Top 40 player.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, so tell us about the kind of player. Is he a lot like you? Again, his body style, it looks like. I know he looks like you. I know how much he loves and appreciates you and thinks the world of you because, that's always been there for a while to see. And you've talked about him. I remember back when you were even 19. But he's developing, obviously, one of the best players in the country. Is his game similar to what yours was at the same time?
He kind of has a little bit different game, but with a similar type of goal out there. He's a playmaking guard, but he's really more of a scorer than I was. He does a lot. He's able to do a lot with the ball, manipulate the ball, make plays. So he's really like a young playmaking guard. So it's just fun to watch him. He's getting athletic. He's starting to grow up a little bit. So it's just fun seeing his game mature. Just fun, seeing him getting better, week to week.
Well, I'm with Justin. Love to get him back in favor. Of course, it'd be just like you, a 1-year deal. What's crazy about you, Anthony? It's weird seeing that you just finished your second year and you're still only 21. I mean, you're still a young man compared to us. But it's just weird that you were here 2 years as a 19-year-old, and you've got 2 great years in the league so far. Your first and second year, and you're still only 21, so you got a lot of great years ahead of you. You haven't had any kind of injury issues, have you, in the 2 years? I don't recall seeing you have any.
Oh, no, I've been good.
Yeah,
I've been great.
That's outstanding. Well, man, we appreciate you jumping on with us. Listen, we're always going to follow you. You'll always be a hog to us, but we're going to cheer for you no matter where you go. You've been a class act from the get-go, and we wish you continued success.
Appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can take it again.
That'd be great. Listen, if you come back, we'd love to get you back on the show again. Let us know if you ever do any camps up here or whatever. Let us know. Give your mother a big hug for us.
100%, I will. Thank you.
How about him? Anthony Black, everybody. A little muffly on the call there, but what a good kid.
Oh, it sounded great to me.
Good young man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, Baz. I didn't mean to bombard your question.
No. You're fine. You're right.
He is in such an interesting spot in terms of just the way basketball is going, because you wonder with a guy like him. I think he would have played anyway. I mean, remember he led the SEC in minutes as a freshman, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
But also now, I'm thinking about his brother. His brother's top 40 kid, so he should play anywhere he goes. But you're seeing less and less of those guys play now. You know, I mean, teams would rather go and get guys transfers as opposed to getting 18-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
You got to wonder, like, how many guys at that age are going to keep playing? Because think about Florida this year. I think all of those guards, I think every Florida guard was a transfer. Right, and those, they came from all over the country.
And upperclassmen, right?
Yep. Clayton came from Iona. He played for Rick Pitino there. I think the Martin kid came from FAU. And you wonder,
who was the stud kid? What was
Clayton,
his name?
Clayton from Iona.
Clayton, he was nails.
Yeah,
man.
and he came from lower level. So it's like, you have to balance you want stars, right? You want the star players, but do you want does Anthony?
Anthony was a lottery pick, right?
Yeah, he was.
He was six.
Okay,
so
so
I think that's 6 or 7. Yeah.
So, Josh, do you have any idea what his contract, like rookie contract?
I do. I was actually just looking at it because to be honest,
I was trying to compare whether he would have made more money being in college still,
right,
this past year as opposed to
he's
his
on the books
rookie contract
for 7-6 this year, 8 next year, and 10. So he's a pretty high lottery pick. He would make more, but. Yeah, if you start getting back half the lottery and then you start going on down the line, I mean, late first round, like you could make more,
Justin,
I'm sorry, Baz. I'm nerding out.
That's okay. Go ahead. You're good.
On the basketball.
You're good.
Anthony reminds me. His game reminds me a little bit as I've watched the playoffs this year. And Josh, I'm curious what your thoughts are. Not that I'm not you other guys, but y'all may not even know who I'm going to say. He reminds me a little bit of Halliburton.
Yeah, so he can't. And Tyrese is a really good shooter. He's become a really good shooter, but his playmaking.
I thought that was the knock against him, that he wasn't the greatest shooter, but he's a playmaker.
His playmaking is like that level. The interesting part for Anthony is that I really don't know if he's going to be on the Magic for that long, and I think the Magic are an interesting team, but they've got all of these young guys around Paolo, and they've got at least one big trade to make. Like, they've got the cap space to go and get if Giannis really wants out of Milwaukee, they've got the assets, the cap space to go and get that. So, I would love to see Anthony stay in Orlando because I think it's really good to be around players like Paolo Banchero and grow with them. But I think his career is very interesting because he's so young and he's got such an awesome skill set. And you mentioned it, Baz. So I did the math. He's played 183 games and he played in 5. So he's played 188 games in his college and the 2 NBA years. Yeah. I mean, he's he's an Iron Man already at 18. And so if he's like that, he's going to have even if he's not as good as his upside, he's going to have a really long, productive NBA career because he's a great defender. We already know, as Justin said, he's a really good playmaker. And
if he gets that outside
great
shot,
passer,
great passer. He's got a great vision.
Well,
great defensive
great rebounder as a guard.
And the 3-point, so his shooting percentage went down this year, but his attempts went up. Right, so they're starting to get. So they're basically saying, "Hey, these are the looks that we want you to take. You're not making as many of them right now, but these are the ones we want you to take." So if he gets that 3-point shot, it's going to be really tough to defend him because right now teams can kind of just play the 3. If they have to check that, he's going to be a nightmare. He's going to be a nightmare to guard.
It's so funny. But think about him. He's. I mean, it was 2 years ago. They weren't making any money. 2 years since he's been crazy. Gone. They are playing $2 to $4 million. He's got to be
on
thinking,
the books at least.
Crap, yes. Well,
in
true,
that
yes.
short amount of time.
Yeah.
Which you pointed out, Baz. I mean, it happened like in an instant.
Now, I will say this. If you guys remember, the story was that year he was there. Who's the guy?
Nick Smith Jr.
Nick Smith. The story was that Nike was funneling $1 million to him through his that collective. They wasn't even called it. Maybe it wasn't a collective back then, but that whatever they were allowed to get, they were funneling. It was allowed. A sponsor, you were doing an NIL deal. I could give $1 million to that, and none of it's reported. So there was some money, but it wasn't Anthony Black getting any of it. Yeah. And now all these kids now going in their freshman year or whatever, they're negotiating deals. These 5 stars. Like, I wonder how much the 5 stars.
Remember the other 5-star that year?
Who was it? On the Razorback team?
I wonder how much the 5-star kids are getting, though. Because the thing is, these guys
Jordan Walsh.
Oh, my gosh,
Jordan
yes.
Walsh,
Thanks. That's right. He's with
NBA champion Jordan Walsh.
Yeah, that's right.
You wonder how much the 5 stars are getting. Well, I mean, the 5 stars are getting paid pretty well. But like once again, like all these kids, I think about the kid from Benton. Totally blanking on his name.
Yeah, Roger.
Travion. Yeah.
What, is he committed yet?
No, but the thing is, like, he's a top 200 kid. Do you go in? Because the thing is, if he went to Arkansas or Missouri, whatever, he's not going to play. Terrion Burgess. Yeah. He's not going to play, right? Like, so why? Maybe take less money, go to a school where you play more, and then guess what? Your payday comes later on down the line.
Yeah, it's a money game. It's a money. Listen,
but that's not money. That's
I know. I'm just saying it's just
cost analysis.
Yeah,
there, you know, what's it worth?
How about El Cal? Yeah, and listen. I thought I don't know. There's some fans that have a negative feel towards Coach Muss. I don't feel any negative. Do you, Roger? I think what he do? Two Final Eights and a Sweet 16, and
I don't have any negative for him. I mean, he left for a reason. I mean, I'm like one of our callers, listener friends on D3 Auto Sales text line. I wanted to ask Anthony, but I backed out of wanting to know why. Could he tell us why Muss left? What was going on there? Something happened? Had he reached the ceiling for him at Arkansas?
I think so. I think that's what he thought.
It's kind of been his.
Yeah,
that's kind of been the trend for him to stay 4 or 5 years and then bounce to another place.
Well, he did it to himself.
I don't know how
because
you
he
could
was so successful every year, and he kept going on. When he didn't do what he did the last year, the previous years, fans turned.
But I thought he quit. Like, I like Musselman. I think he's a really good coach. I thought he quit. Like, I thought I thought he quit in the team last year. Like,
I did too.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that team. Wow. They folded up shop last year.
No, I think I agree with Josh.
Right then.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a decision, and I have no idea. I didn't speak with him about this or anything, but just outside looking in, it felt to me like that was a decision not made after we had a poor season. It was made either prior to or during that season.
He didn't make a decision to leave. It's the same thing that happened with the John L. Smith group. They knew immediately that they were not going to be retained. They started looking for another job, and they checked out.
Yeah, but that being said, to your point, Baz, I don't know how anybody could look at Musselman's time here and have really much negative to say about it. He elevated our program from, like, Mike Anderson did a great job of getting us back to respectability.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you look at where we were before. No, Raj, look at where we were
the deal.
before.
What I'm saying, Mike shouldn't have gotten the job because
Wow.
No, here's the deal. We only got him. He was only hired because what's his name?
Nolan.
Who?
Nolan?
No. Yeah, it was because of Nolan. Who was the AD?
Well, he was an Elite Eight coach, though, at the same time.
Was it Jeff Long? No, he was an Elite Eight coach, but we hired him to become Mike Anderson of Nolan Richardson. Same thing, we put the pressure on Coach Petrino to be the Bobby Petrino that we had as a head coach. We do that as fans, and he didn't deliver the national championship. He used the same line that Nolan did and all that. And I like Mike Anderson. I think he was a great guy. I didn't even know him personally, but we put that on him and he didn't do it. So
Navy Rod's coming back out.
No,
he did make the program much better, though. I mean,
he didn't have a high watermark with what he took over.
They went to the SEC championship game 2 or 3 different times, and
before that,
it was not good at all.
Sure. So again, then the watermark that was set before him was not very high.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It was almost like Chad Morris into Coach Pittman.
Yeah.
See, I thought Chad Morris was an excellent coach. I just thought he was good.
One quick final thought. I will say, like, the big difference between Cal and Muss is that I don't know how much better I'm not sure how much individually better the players got under Muss. I think the one thing you can say for sure is the player development under Cal is outstanding. I mean, every single player besides Z this year got better as an individual.
I thought Coach Muss was a great coach.
How do you judge that?
So Anthony Black, like, when he started at Arkansas, there was not much, and he played a ton too. There was not a big difference in his game when he left Arkansas, right? Like, he was essentially very much the same player, like a playmaking big guard who was a great defender. And Muss rode those skills. He didn't really cultivate those skills.
He went 7th overall in the NBA draft. I mean, it's pretty good.
But I'm saying, but it's because of his physical tools and his playmaking. That stuff he had beforehand. Like, if you watch this year, if you watch like DJ Wagner, 100% improved, right? Billy Richmond,
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh my God!
I
yeah.
agree with Brazil, but I mean Wagner just got to play.
Brazil, Knox, Richmond all got better. All three of those guys.
I don't know if you can say that you can't say AB did not get better as a.
I don't think there was like he was a pretty similar player during his entire tenure at Arkansas. And he was,
the difference in outside of Knox, the difference in the comparisons here is just to play the other side of the coin here is Black was only here a year.
That's right. That's right.
Whereas
That's a good point.
DJ
That's right.
and Brazil and I don't know who else we could name in that group. I
don't know who you
Cal's
are.
had a few. Cal's had a few years with him, or a couple, or whatever.
Right. Thero 100% got better too.
Thero,
as an
yeah,
individual.
that's a good example.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, that was great for Anthony to call. We appreciate you guys hanging with us on that. And they got Melinda Mayo coming up next. Don't go away.
I'm a friendless stranger in the black sedan. I want you to hop inside my car. I got pictures, candy, I'm a lovable man, and I can take you to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, babe. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'm your vehicle, woman. Right now, I'll show you.
The Red White Report is brought to you daily on The Zone by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Our friends at Oaklawn are up to it again. Last month, they gave away this cool ski boat. This month, in June, a 2025 Bennington 22 MSB party barge could be yours. It's all in the month of June. You can earn entries all month long, starting June 1st by playing slots and swiping your Oaklawn rewards card at a promotional kiosk. The grand prize drawing will be on Saturday, June 28th. You must be present to win. Must be an Oaklawn rewards member to be eligible. Please see Player Services for details. And don't forget to get your tickets for all the great headliner entertainment coming to the Oaklawn Event Center. The Frankie Valli Songbook, August 23rd. Loverboy, September 12th. The Righteous Brothers, September 19th. Brett Michaels, back by popular demand, September 26th. Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band with Bobby Rush on October 4th. And Whitney Cummings, Saturday, October 25th. All these great acts can be seen at the Oaklawn Event Center. Remember, go to oaklawn.com for all the information. And don't forget, the season is never over with the Oaklawn Sports app. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 80. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but probably not severe thunderstorms. The chance of showers and thunderstorms will continue through the evening hours. It's a 40% chance of rain, and overnight we'll have a low of 60. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey folks, it's David BAZZEL out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. Here's some great news. Employee Pricing Plus program is now available at Fletcher Dodge. Employee pricing means you pay what they pay. Everybody gets employee pricing plus the rebates. You pay what they pay, period. Only Fletcher Dodge has discounts up to $10,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Come in today and get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on new Ram trucks. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off. And new Jeep Compass for only $379 a month with zero down. New Ram Heavy Duties up to $10,000 off. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Welcome to Moe's. Hey guys, this is Brandon with Moe's Southwest Grill. We welcome you in for the freshest Tex-Mex you'll find outside of your own garden. Check us out on Mo Mondays, where we have bowls and burritos starting at $7.99. And remember, your kids always eat free with us on Sundays. Let Moe's cater your next event. Schedule online at Moe's.com. And while you're there, download our app for weekly specials. Stop by anytime, where you'll always get the freshest Tex-Mex, and you'll always hear us say, welcome to Moe's.
always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Stay in California and go chew on bark and whisper to the gods out there.
No, Mr. Belafonte, it's Mayo. Mayo, Melinda Mayo. She's Arkansas's TV sweetheart, and she's joining the guys from Morning Mayhem. Melinda Mayo on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Sanders Ground Essentials, where great lawns start today. On the web at sandersground.com.
Good morning, Mel.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
We're doing wonderful. Just had a good conversation with Anthony Black, and have got Shannon Lynn up here, had Joe Klein. Now we've got you.
Hey, I heard Anthony Black's interview. That's great, and I'm just glad I still have a segment because I heard Terry Bradshaw's going to be like a regular now.
How about that?
So I'm worried I may lose my sponsorship.
How about that?
Maybe.
Terry Bradshaw might. Yeah. We'll see if he was just being nice, or if he really would be interested in doing that. We'll see. We may go up and see his show up in Branson in a couple weeks, so that's coming up. What do we have rain-wise for the weekend? I know Arkansas, of course, got the regional in Fayetteville. What about the rain for that?
So are we sick and tired of rain or what? It has been such a rainy spring. My backyard is like a sponge, like everybody else's. Right. There is another chance today. It's going to be kind of scattered. It's about a 40% chance, but I tell you what, the clouds are already kind of building in as I look outside here downtown. So I would say we still have quite a while before it gets here to Little Rock today, probably 5, 6, 7 o'clock this afternoon and evening is our best chance. And then in South Arkansas, it could hang on even into the overnight tonight, into the early morning hours tomorrow. After that, a front comes through, clears it all out. Friday looks beautiful with highs just around 80 degrees. And I think it's going to be great and favorable for the game. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the Razorbacks. That looks like probably mostly sunny and 73. Not quite as good in Baton Rouge for UNLR. Looks like they will have a rain chance, about a 30 to 40% chance for their game against LSU. But the chance of rain goes down after that, so I think they'll get the game in. It just could be raining off and on a little bit.
Wouldn't that be something if the Trojans could somehow beat Justin? I don't know if you weren't on with us earlier, but North Dakota State plays the toughest. They had the #1 non-conference schedule in the country. They played who was it? LSU,
Minnesota.
And there were a couple other SEC schools. Yeah, they beat Oral
Alabama.
Roberts.
I think you mentioned.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, they're not scared, and I think we should win the game. But anyway,
the thing is, you would think they got to travel a lot.
They do. That's right.
How many good days do they get?
They don't get many.
To play baseball on their
that's
home
right.
field.
That's
very, very few.
That's what Dave Van Horn said. Yeah, they played at LSU, at Alabama, at Oklahoma State, at Creighton, at Tulane, at Dallas Baptist, and Minnesota. They actually beat Oral Roberts twice in their conference tournament to get here. Hawks should take care of business, and then they'll have a good, strong Kansas team. Yeah.
I think they're knock on wood.
Yes.
I hate to even say this, but they're totally outmatched in this entire region.
Damn it!
And it's not just us.
Yes.
I mean, they're good for them making it, but
well, we should.
I mean, they're one of the worst teams in the field.
Yeah. They were like, they have a high fielding percentage. I was like, uh-oh. That could be ugly.
Melinda, I know you guys had the baseball special last night on KTV. Now you've got It's Hogs in the Hunt, and you've got it on your website now, right?
We do. It's on the website right now, so if you missed it last night, Steve Sullivan, Jack Allen. We also have Bubba Carpenter, radio analyst, on there. We talked to Zach Ruth. We talked to third baseman Brent Artell. We talked to Nate Thompson, who's the hitting coach. We even talked to the groundskeeper up in Fayetteville about how he's keeping the ground so great during this rainy spring. So that is on the Hog Special right now. It's at katv.com if you want to take a look at that and get ready for the game. Hey, I was just checking this morning, and do you know who Vegas has as the favorite to win it all?
Is it us?
It is us, Arkansas Razorbacks. You guys know us, know the betting a little better, but we're plus 70. So they've actually got us as the favorite to win it all, just saying we're a pretty well-balanced team. So I think that's a pretty good sign.
Josh, go to the Oaklawn Sports app and let's confirm all the numbers there. And I'm glad Melinda's all over it. We've got to be a little short today, Melinda. We're just running behind. I wanted to ask, too, I know we had Craig O'Neill, Don Scott, Laura Monteverde, all folks who work with Ed Buckner, and you were close with him as well.
Yeah, I mean, this business, we're competitors, but just like in radio, we're friends. And I never got to work with Ed, but I was close to working with him at one point. First of all, he came to town, the new chief over there, and Channel 11 had invested in this equipment that nobody else had, where they had their own live radar. So when March 1st, 1997 hit and the other two stations were knocked off the air, he just really rose to the occasion and saved lives and continued to do that throughout his career. And I've heard people say over and over just what a kind man he was. So he called me, and Tom Brannan, who I talked to yesterday because I know he was so close to Ed, he was moving from weekends to their morning show. So Ed invited me to lunch, and we talked, and he offered me the job of their weekends. And this wasn't quite as good of a deal. I stayed at Channel 7 because I felt like things were going to open up there for me. But he gave me a chance when I hadn't done any weather. I was just a girl coming out of the newsroom.
Right.
So just such a sweetheart, and our thoughts and prayers with the family, with his coworkers. We've been through this at 7 with Paul, with Ann, for very different situations. But, you just become family, and it's just really hard to lose them. So I know how he'll be missed.
Well said. Thank your fine sponsor, please.
We'll do it. Sanders Ground, that is 315-9395. If it's not already greening up, or if you've got some trouble spots in your yard, hey, guys, Sanders will take care of it. The mosquitoes are coming if they're not already out in your backyard, and they've got that mosquito spray as well. Locally owned, sandersground.com. Give them a call. They'll come give you a free estimate. It doesn't cost a thing, and it's based on your square footage, and they'll tell you everything that you need. Hey, I think with Creighton and Kansas, they'll be in pretty good batting teams. They're going to have to use up some ace pitchers, so hopefully by the time they get to us, they're not pitching as well. So I think we got a good chance in this round.
I like it, Melinda. Thanks as always. Good stuff. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Justin. And go Hogs.
Good morning.
Thanks.
Hey.
Thanks, Melinda. Appreciate it. All right, Roger.
What were those numbers you wanted?
What's that? Are we according to the Oaklawn Sports app, like as Melinda said, is it accurate?
She's right.
We are the favorite to win the national championship.
Yeah, they are either the favorite or they are tied to
Let's go. Let's go.
Arkansas is plus 400 now. But once again, Arkansas-based books, so most books you'd find pretty even odds, but at Oaklawn, they'll be the favorite, yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Raj and Baz.
Yes.
Get it done. Let's get it. It's time to get it done.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. We're due. We're going to come back real quick and talk with Trey Schapp. He's down in Destin. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to be reviewing Days of Thunder.
Yeah, we are.
Justin, I got up at 3:30 to watch that this morning. And
it's so good.
Rubbing is racing.
I can't wait to hear what Josh thinks.
I know. All right. Do not go away. 8:45.
I don't know who you are.
Songs about a rambling man.
The year was 1976. The hit movie, Rocky. The #1 song was Silly Love Songs. Stretch Armstrong made his debut in 1976 as well. And that's also the year Luxury Pool and Spa started building their in-ground customized pools. Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spas. The family tradition continues nearly 50 years later with Jeremy and Shane Lawson designing and creating dream pools. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville are your pool and hot tub chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Chemicals and Frog Systems that I use in my hot tub. Plus, you can always bring in a pool or hot tub water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. A new shipment of hot tubs by Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera are currently on the showroom floor, ready for setup and delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
It's high-flying action in Hot Springs at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Arena football featuring your Hot Springs Wise Guys. Hard-hitting action, speed like no other, and indoors at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Hot Springs Wise Guys' first home game is Saturday, May 31st against the Eau Claire Axemen. Tickets available online only at HotSpringsWiseGuys.com. Don't miss the action Saturday, May 31st. Hot Springs Wise Guys take on the Eau Claire Axemen at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is hamburger steak for only $7.49 per pound, with Edwards signature mashed potatoes for $4.49 per pound.
Your locally owned Little Rock Athletic Club. Join now. Oh, man, you came in at the end of the commercial, and it was a good one. You see, during the month of May, you get 40% off the joining fee at the Little Rock Athletic Club. Oh, and I really did a good job of painting a picture of how the Little Rock Athletic Club has so many ways families can stay active, including a wonderful swimming pool. And this was my best line. At 40% off the joining fee, your budget stays in shape, too. Don't miss the offer like you did the commercial.
They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and that's your home and your business. So if your business needs a touch-up, call CertaPro Painters and let them handle the job for you. They provide excellent workmanship, quality, and a worry-free process for both residential and commercial spaces, all at the right price. You've got to focus on your business. Let them focus on your painting. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Get your estimate scheduled today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Since 2009, the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has provided more than $1 billion in scholarships to thousands of Arkansans just like you. So thanks a billion, Arkansas. If you'd like to apply for the scholarship, simply go to sams.adhe.edu and fill out the information. And just like that, you're applied. The deadline's coming up, so don't forget. Apply now at sams.adhe.edu.
They're back. That's right. Steak Burger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop, but get there early.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drive Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
First thing he cleans up is his damn attitude.
Yeah, Dan. Let's go to the Hodges Glass, Little Rock Glass Hotline.
Let's introduce our buddy.
Please.
Coverage of the SEC spring meetings from the Sandestin Hilton in Sandestin, Florida is presented by Blackman Auctions. For over 85 years, better auctions have always been Blackman Auctions. By Bet Saracen. Bet with the best sports betting app in Arkansas and win. And Beechwood Hospitality. The leader in stay and hotel property management is Beechwood Hospitality.
Good morning, Trey.
Morning, Baz. Roger. Justin, how are you guys?
Have you hung out with Justin yet? You're right down the street from him.
No, we have not been able to hook up yet.
All right.
Need to connect for dinner tonight. If you'll let Kate and I crash yours and Amy's, is it supposed to be a romantic dinner? Or?
You're welcome. We can go to Captain Dave's. We can go to Back Porch. Went to Louisiana Lagniappe last night, and it was fantastic.
That's our favorite place down here.
Yeah.
Trey,
So good.
Trey, we only got a few minutes, so obviously I saw the paper today. Sam Pittman said he did not want to play the 9-game SEC schedule. Was that sort of the biggest takeaway from him and his time yesterday?
Yeah, from him, that, and also the fact that he wants one transfer portal, and he wants it to be in January. That way they know what their team looks like going into spring ball, and then you don't have people moving around after spring ball, and you've got to worry about a whole new team going into the season.
That's a consensus too, right? Most every coach wants that. Yeah, I mean, how do you not do that? That's got to be done. It should be an easy deal. You know, whoever makes those 8 ADs, athletic directors who are on that committee, make the darn rule work from there. So, what do you think about the
no doubt.
What do you think about the 9-game schedule issue?
I think the holdup is trying to make sure that they have enough teams in the college football playoff if they go to a 9-game schedule, because half the league's going to lose another game. So that's 8 losses.
Yeah, that's right. It's another loss
on a Saturday.
That's right. It's another loss.
Trey, what would the advantage be to that? Let's say you're a proponent for going to a 9-game.
Money.
Okay.
That's it.
$80 million from ESPN.
But you're going to knock out your teams. It's going to make it tougher for your teams to.
Okay, let's not get greedy.
I know.
As if they haven't already.
Well, but if you have, guys, if you have a guaranteed number of spots, let's say that you're guaranteed to get 4 in, but you might even get more based on rankings. Why would you not go to a 9-game schedule? Brian Kelly would like to see it go to a 9-game schedule and then have a Big Ten SEC challenge, kind of like what they do in basketball.
So don't listen to him.
Well, you beat up your own team. You beat up each other. Again, it's another 8 losses. So, anything else that you took away from yesterday, or you got planning for today?
Well, going to sit down with Kelsey Musick today, the new women's basketball head coach. She's still down here, and then Greg Sankey meets after their general business session today. We'll meet with the media. You know, they're ready to put the schedules out there, but they want to know what the playoff format looks like in 26. And that's something they just don't have yet. And then also the fact that they're still waiting on the judge to decide on the House settlement. Talking to Coach Pittman, that's been one of the bigger issues is how's that going to look? If she does this, how do we pivot to something else? And also, Hunter Yurchek said they're not going to be able to fully fund every scholarship at the University of Arkansas. Now, they will fully fund baseball. There's some other sports they're going to fund, but they will add, I believe, 75 additional scholarships, with the majority of those being in women's sports, but they won't all be fully funded.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is just this has become such big business. I mean, that's what this is. It is big money, billions, not millions, billions.
Right. So they're making it like a big box store. I mean, I'm just going to pick and choose where I want to go.
I mean, it is absolutely nuts. Well, Trey, good stuff, buddy. And you're coming back tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah, I can join you guys early tomorrow morning, about 6:30, while you guys are at Fletcher, and then hopping on the plane right after that.
All right, buddy. Good stuff as always. We'll talk to you in the morning.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you, Justin.
Coverage of the SEC spring meetings from the Sandestin Hilton in Sandestin, Florida is presented by Blackman Auctions. For over 85 years, better auctions have always been Blackman Auctions. By Bet Saracen. Bet with the best sports betting app in Arkansas and win. And Beachwood Hospitality. The leader in stay and hotel property management is Beachwood Hospitality.
Shannon Lynn, before we go to break, you got about a minute. So there are 2 most popular Disney songs in the country, and they did a poll for 50 states. There are only 2 songs that are ranked. I don't know why, but these are the most popular Disney songs in these states. First of all, one is an old school, one is a new school. Do you have any idea what they are?
New school, something from The Little Mermaid, maybe?
Nope.
Hello.
Let it go.
Justin is correct.
No.
Let it go is the
Frozen.
new school.
Yeah.
Now, you should be able to get this old one.
Yeah, got it.
Let's just say a lot of letters.
Got it.
Here. A lot of letters.
Supercalifragilistic.
That is it.
Expialidocious.
And so when it came to, they did the map, and I think the only southern state that was not supercalifragilisticexpialidocious was Tennessee. Tennessee was Let It Go. All the rest in this area were that one. And then it also says, by generation, A Whole New World from Aladdin is the most popular song with boomers. What Dreams Are Made Of from the Lizzie McGuire movie is number 1 with millennials.
Crazy Lizzie.
And then lastly, I Just Can't Wait to Be King from The Lion King is the most popular song for Gen Z.
wait to be.
I get which one is that from?
I literally love that.
That's a great song.
Wait, hold on.
Is that it?
I think it's different. They all kind of sound the same.
No, I just can't wait to be king.
You are right. You're right. Yeah.
Justin, that's
a line.
One more time, Justin. Let's just appreciate Justin do this. Go. Justin.
We didn't record those two.
I was talking.
I was talking. One more time.
I was talking.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Very nice. Very nice. That's what 13
I don't know
does.
who you are.
All right, we'll come back, talk a little NASCAR.
That's what happens when you have 4 kids.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Talk a little rubbing and racing when we come back. Shannon will be playing more hits from the summer. Do not go away. 9 o'clock.
Save $600 on Hustler Turf Raptor Series mowers at Cabot Outdoors through May 31st. Hustler residential zero-turn mowers feature thick one-piece frame, welded steel decks for durability, and are powered by Kawasaki V-twin performance engines. Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy, at your knowledgeable authorized Hustler dealer. Check out the Hustler Spring Sales event at Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street today. Offer valid through May 31st, 2025. Restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
Sports talk and entertainment.
I can't understand your food in your mouth.
That'll put a smile on your face.
I'm being serious. I can't understand a word you're saying.
KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The search continues for a former police chief convicted of murder and rape. Today is the 5th day Grant Hardin has been on the run since escaping prison in Calico Rock. Investigators believe he used a disguise to look like a Department of Corrections officer to make his way out the door. The Department of Corrections is still trying to figure out how he made his disguise and where he could have gone. The DOC says the rocky terrain, rainy weather, and Hardin's background in law enforcement has made it difficult to find him. Investigators have expanded their search. Hardin will face a second-degree escape charge once he's caught. President Donald Trump has pardoned a former Arkansas senator who was sentenced for bribery and tax fraud. Jeremy Hutchinson, the nephew of former Governor Asa Hutchinson, was serving a combined 8-year federal prison sentence after pleading guilty to charges of filing a false tax return and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit federal program bribery. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Roger and David are taking the Mayhem to Sherwood this Friday to spend the morning with Mr. Fletcher and the crew at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out at FletcherDeals.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 50. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but most likely no severe thunderstorms. Still a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low of 60. I'm meteorologist Pat Walker for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, I have some big news. The employee pricing program is available now. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. You pay what we pay, period. Fletcher Dodge has discounts up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Folks, come in and get this employee pricing, plus 3.9% for 72 months just on Ram trucks. Also, we have some other great deals. We got brand new Wranglers up to $7,000 off of MSRP, and new Jeep Compasses for $379 a month with no money down. Also, folks, listen to this. Ram Heavy Duties discounted up to $10,000 off. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Do you want to know the secret to making a Whataburger? The secret is there is no secret. It's simple. We make every Whataburger hot, fresh, and made to order with our never frozen 100% American beef patties, crisp, juicy veggies, fresh toasted buns, and most importantly, we don't start cooking until after you order. Now, if you want to know an actual secret, I put grilled jalapenos on my Whataburger. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Roger Scott here. You guys know how much I love the great outdoors. I mean, I am the naked gardener after all, and there's nothing that I love more than my very own lawn and being outside. But let's be honest, when the mosquitoes attack, it can be a real buzzkill. However, a monthly mosquito barrier from my friends at Sanders Ground Essentials can keep those skeeters away, which keeps my deck party going. Call them today at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Sanders Ground Essentials. Let's get growing.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
Check. It is 9:05 on this Thursday, May 29th. Morning Mayhem is fully assembled. I'm David BAZZEL. That's Roger Scott. Justin Moore down in Florida. Josh Neighbors producing. Shannon Lynn, brought to you by ABC Supply here today. Always fun to have Shannon in here doing his deal.
You're right, David. It is always fun to have Shannon Lynn here. You know why? Because as Justin said earlier, he never has a bad thing to say about anybody. Not on the
Listen,
air.
I've seen Shannon go pretty heavy on Facebook.
I do too. We're pretty,
He gets a little aggressive.
Well, you know, you're
And
always
factor
wondering.
crap.
Yeah, and factor crap.
You never know what people are thinking, and because you can't read what somebody's writing.
Before we get to the Hawks Homes movie review, and it was so great to have them up here last week. Justin, we were talking, and Roger, you know, we've enjoyed finding fun things to do with our show and go places.
Yeah, we do.
So two things we've also talked about is trying to go to a Cardinal game, and we were looking. Somebody told us that you were performing in St. Louis.
I'm kidding.
When do you? I'm looking at your calendar, and I don't see. Let's see. I don't see a St. Louis.
Good, don't go. Terrible city.
I don't.
Watch it, Josh.
Now see,
you know me. I have no idea where I'm at, but I can start looking.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking now. Now the other thing, Roger, is we've talked, Justin. We're talking with your people about the possibility of maybe going to Nashville next Monday or Tuesday for sure. You're going to be on Fox and Friends Monday morning. I think we mentioned that. So we're working to see if that will work out or
Do they have a
not.
studio in Nashville?
No, I think they're just doing
remote
stuff from there. Yeah. So
and then y'all wouldn't be able to stay for the show the next night, right?
No, we got a Wednesday show here we have to be at, and just the timing.
I got to be here Tuesday night.
I wouldn't have minded seeing you at the Opry too. The three shows, 3 songs you play at the Opry
June
too.
27th, Friday night. Justin is in St. Louis.
Okay,
Till we get the company plane, it makes it kind of difficult.
See if that Shannon
on the road. June 27th.
June 20. See if the Cardinals are.
Oh,
at
is that
home.
with Joe?
It's you and Joe Nichols.
They are in
Joe's
St.
out.
Louis on the 26th, though.
I'm sorry, Shannon.
The Cubs.
Rod.
Joe's out with us for,
I saw that.
I don't know,
Joe
10,
Nichols?
12,
Yeah.
15 shows.
I saw
something
that.
like that.
That's a Thursday.
That's a good combo. You and him.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and another, he'd be great to get on the show because he's a avid Razorback.
I know. We need to.
I think.
Huh? Have we had?
He would be a great weekly caller.
Would he?
Too.
Yeah, he'd be locked in.
Oh, he texts me during every game. He's like, "Can you believe this?" Or "Woo pig," or whatever.
Let's talk to him. Yeah, let's talk about that. So Justin is playing the 27th. That's Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then, the Braves
Friday
are playing
night.
the Cardinals on Friday night.
No, Justin's playing. Justin's playing the 27th. You said, right?
Yes.
That's a Friday night.
Friday night. Okay.
Cubs are a day game on Thursday, the day before.
Interesting. Okay.
Is it Cubs Cardinals?
It
yeah.
is.
How about that?
Oh, that would be ideal.
I know Roger.
too.
Roger,
That's
not
perfect.
The first one we ever went to, Roger. I'd never been to St. Louis. We saw Cards and Cubs. I mean, what a way to start.
26th is day game.
Yep, 1:15.
So we'll look into we have to go through Roger's agent. Everything has to be approved through
I
Roger's
appreciate
agent.
that, Bub. Listen, I appreciate that. I'm down for a lot of things. Not cage sharks. No, I'm not doing any of that. Or gator hunting. Not doing that. And there's a few other things. Let me throw this out there real quick. And thanks to Trey Schapp for reminding me. He's down there with the coaches, and I've asked him to reach out to Sam Pittman while he's down there and let Coach Pittman know, Sam, when you're in Hot Springs. If there's not another, the next concert that's going to be at the big event center down there, I want to say, unless in my mind's eye, I see September 11th, Jamie Johnson. I don't see anything before that unless they put something.
That's a dandy right there.
Well, they will be,
Yeah.
and then once they clean up all the DNA out of that, the next night is Loverboy. So that's on the 12th. You got Loverboy, and that's going to leave a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. So then they got a week later the Righteous Brothers. But I say that to say this, Coach Pittman. Football season is not going to start, and you're not going to need to get up there. I just want you to know, come to Mainline Sports Bar every Thursday, any Thursday you want. I'll give you an area where folks won't bother you or come bother you to get your autograph, but you'll have to sign some things, Coach. So Mainline Sports Bar every Thursday at 6:30. Pops Lounge last night, Baz, was amazing. Great comedy, great crowd. Crowd makes a difference as well. The comics were feeding off of that. 3 great comedians that they had. You can look up Tommy Wakefield, Andrew Rudick, and Carter Anderson. This cat's got 1 million followers on TikTok. He does some wild stuff. But those guys are great. They were fantastic. We'll be back the 11th and the 25th at Pop's Lounge. I just want to give everybody a heads up on that one. Come hang out with me.
All right, let's go ahead and dive into Rubbin' Is Racing and the Days of Thunder Hawks.
Nobody
Homes.
knows cinema
Yes,
quite like the guys from Morning Mayhem. It's time for David, Roger, Justin, and Josh to review another one of the best or worst films of all time. The Morning Mayhem movie review is brought to you by Hawks Homes in Conway and Bryant. Let Hawks Homes help you design your new home, lake house, or duck club. Visit them at hawkshomes.net.
All right, this is a movie. Now, Shannon, we hadn't asked you. Have you seen Days of Thunder?
Man, it's been years since I've seen it.
Roger mentioned it was filmed in 1990. I've never seen it. I've heard about it. It was, and Justin, I know you've seen it. Roger, you have seen it. Josh and I have not seen it. It's got.
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention. Again, Baz, this thing has made me pay more attention to movies that I otherwise wouldn't have. Now, the cool thing about this one that I locked into was this may be the shortest time we've had in the last 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah.
At an
It was
hour and
a minute,
45 minutes.
106 minutes. Yeah.
It is a Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer Coke-filled production, and it was directed by one Tony Scott, who did Beverly Hills Cop 2. He did Top Gun. He did Man on Fire. He did True Romance. He is one of my favorite. He's probably my second favorite director behind Tarantino. So,
and from a star powers, obviously Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Robert Duvall, Randy Quaid. It's interesting seeing Randy Quaid. We're so used to seeing Christmas Vacation, and then Roger Carey
How do you pronounce it, Josh? Will you look it up?
Elwes
I
is
don't
his
know
name.
if it's Eels or
It
Ools.
is. Yeah, Elwes.
No, well, how is it?
And Michael Rooker, Roger.
Rooker.
Now,
Love the Rook.
Huh?
Love the Rook.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy. He's a good bad guy.
Well, he is. And you're mentioning, who did I tell you? What movie were you talking about? This one
well,
before
he
the show
was in
started?
Righteous Gemstones.
Cliffhanger.
That's what it is. He
Cliffhanger.
played the bad dude in the last episode, last season of Righteous Gemstone. I said, you know what? We just saw him in Days of Thunder. He was also the guy that got upset with Stallone in
Cliffhanger because he dropped his girlfriend.
he dropped his
well,
girlfriend.
he did nothing. He sat in the side and
did
got mad.
nothing, and he hated it. He is a great guy to get angry and all that.
Are y'all talking about Rusty Burns? Or no?
No, he was Rowdy, I think.
Rowdy. The great names,
Okay.
great character names. Also, too, then you had personal
Or
appearance.
Rowdy Burns. Rowdy Burns?
Yeah, I think that's it.
He was also in Tombstone.
Yes, that's it. He was in Tombstone.
Yeah.
He was one of the
Yeah,
guys.
he was one of the
He switched
bad
sides.
guys.
The bad guy turned good guy. He came over to.
Rooker did. Yeah. Okay.
The other, you also had appearances by Richard Petty, Rusty Wallace, Neil Bonnet, Jerry Punch. I mean, it had enough of the real NASCAR
vibe to it.
Vibe to it, and they had all the tracks. They were showing the tracks, which was real footage. And but this is Top Gun NASCAR is what this is.
Well, the other part of it is that Mellow Yellow was his sponsor in this, and Mellow Yellow was not a sponsor of any NASCAR race until a year after this movie came out. And they said, you know what? So they started doing that. Let's see, I wrote it down. From 91 to 94, they started sponsoring cars.
That's interesting. It's like that's just.
I wonder if Hardee's was.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah.
Well, so I want to ask you guys this: do you think this movie had a little bit of because Cole Trickle is from the West Coast, sort of like Jeff Gordon was?
Yeah, it's got the outsider comes in hot shot vibe thing.
Well, they give you a little synopsis or a little scenario, not scenario. They give you a little story that they say it's not about anything, but then they tell you there is a little bit of something because you can read into on Wikipedia and see that the dude who played it, who played France. He played the France character. He was a
Sacha Baron Cohen.
He played
Sacha Baron Cohen.
No. He played the actual guy that started NASCAR.
What movie?
It's just the character actor that everybody knows.
Fred somebody.
Fred Thompson.
Fred Thompson played.
Thompson,
and I want to say, wasn't it France? Isn't that the guys who discovered?
Bill France. Bill France.
Bill
Yeah,
France.
that's right.
So Fred played, and he was a politician, but he played that character. So
in Tennessee, I think.
There
right?
was
yes.
There was a story where France told maybe Bodine and Earnhardt, don't hold me to those names. He made them ride in the car together to go to lunch and do all that, like he did in this movie as well.
Yeah.
So there's some similarities there.
Yeah, it was for those who haven't seen it. It is it feels like one of those movies in the '90s. It's got Hans Zimmer is doing this
great score.
The production's fantastic. I just don't know what the point of the movie was.
It was it was nominated for Best Sound and Academy Award. Looking at those
it
things,
looks fantastic. Like every Tony Scott movie looks amazing. I mean,
the point is entertaining you.
But the thing is, okay, so I think this is one of Tom Cruise's, maybe one of his worst movies. Because it's like this is just a dialed back version of Maverick.
Well, look where he is. You got to look where
hey
he
guys,
is.
I'm gonna take off.
But okay, I think everybody. I think here's why this movie does not work to me. Everybody else, this movie in supporting is actually really, really good. Tom Cruise is not doing a whole lot in this movie.
No, you have to. I mean, look at he's a good-looking boy.
He's got to show up on a motorcycle.
That's why he's in that thing. He's turned out to be a fantastic actor, and he's going toe-to-toe with Robert Duvall. And Robert Duvall,
I don't know if you think Duvall's blowing him off the screen. I think Duvall blows him off the screen.
Robert Duvall is the same. You talk about Tom Cruise, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Robert Duvall is the same character in every movie except two.
Godfather.
And the first one with Boo Radley. What was that one?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, right. He's the same character with his mouth and his all of those things. You can see his mannerism. You see what he is. You see what he does. You were saying that. I didn't buy him. It's okay.
You didn't buy him?
It's not a negative deal. Him as the car builder. Any more than I can't Harry Hogg. I cannot separate the owner, Randy Quaid,
I know.
anything other than
Independence Day.
I just can't see that.
or
Listen, you had
Christmas
Tom
Vacation.
Cruise's Cold Trickle. You had the Randy Quaid there, Nicole Kidman, John C. Reilly. So here's this movie to me. It's Top Gun. It's Talladega Nights. It's Rocky. Okay, you got Rocky. Rocky, you can't win, Rock. You're scared, Cole. You're scared, Cole. You got Mickey, who's Robert Duvall, going, you're gonna get back in that car. You're gonna do it. You can't. Come on, Rock. All of that's going on. It's There's not a whole lot to the movie.
No,
I dug the NASCAR part of it. The wreck that he had. That is just.
It looks great.
That's Ricky Bobby. That's the continuance of the Ricky Bobby,
on
which went
fire.
on for like 7 minutes
it
in that
looks
wreck.
great, though.
John C. Reilly is there.
Why is
I
he in
love
the
you.
movie?
I love you. John C. Reilly.
Why is he in the movie?
Who?
John C.
Because
Reilly.
he's the son of the dead.
Yeah,
driver.
No, he wasn't John C. Reilly then. I mean, he was just a.
That's true. He hadn't done anything at
No,
that
he
point.
done jack
Pre-Boogie
squat.
Nights.
Huh?
Pre-Boogie Nights.
Can I make?
This is 1990, and where was Risky Business? Where was Top Gun in this movie right here? This
Jam?
Look at Cruise. I mean, he's got his top button in this movie. I mean, that right there again was Rain Man style.
Yeah, it's the '90s. Yeah, Jam, you got something?
I just want to make one argument, and people talk about this with me even, and Shannon, maybe you can speak to this.
Sure.
About music. Like there have been so many incredible songs. I'm trying to think of, like Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning?
Right.
Alan Jackson.
Yep.
That's just one example. And, I mean, it was so prolific. But also you look at music to just make you feel good and sing along, roll the windows down.
Right.
A drinking song or a party song or whatever. And it's not like meant to change the world.
Right. That's what this is.
I look at movies like that for me. Like I don't look at a movie and go, that was shot this way, or this was so well written, or I just look at, does it entertain me?
Exactly.
And kind of take me out of reality for 2 hours. And this does that for me. So I would argue to you guys who are knocking it a little bit, not every movie is meant to do that. Not every song is meant to do that.
No, you're spot on, Justin. I mean, that'd be like saying comparing Schindler's List to Days of Thunder. What do you watch for?
No, I'm going to push back.
Because there's a better version of this movie. It's called Top Gun.
Let me push back. It's not. No, I can watch a movie for any reason. I can look at a picture or a piece of art and pick out something that I like or don't like or give an opinion. I've watched enough movies in my life now that I try to pick out other things. I look at ancillary characters. I've seen Andy Griffith episodes, at least each one, 750,000 times. A Seinfeld episode. I look at different things now. Now I'm looking at this movie, and I like watching movies, but I like catching some other things. We're asked to watch this movie and give a review of it. So we're reviewing it. And it is an early movie of Tom Cruise. I think he's fantastic as an actor. Nicole Kidman,
in general, yes.
He just is. I mean, there's a lot of names in this movie that you just don't think. Somebody just pointed out that Rooker also was the blue-headed guy in Galaxy.
My gosh! I forgot that was him.
That was his
dad. It was his dad.
Yeah.
Justin's point, like, fine, mindless popcorn movie, but like Top Gun's the better version of it, right? Like, all right, so if you're to pick a movie in this genre. I want to just chill out and
why not watch both?
Because I think
here's two songs. I'll give you
two
songs. I'm a member of a country club.
Country
to me,
club.
when I hear that one, I also think of the Conway Twitty tight-fitting jeans. Because it's the same kind of story, same scenario. They're both getting picking up chicks that they're hot chicks and they're wealthy chicks and that sort of thing. But and I like those songs. I didn't hate this movie. If I watch it again, it was an hour and 45 minutes. It was fun to watch. It was Rocky because you had a fighter. He had to go back in. He had to do that sort of thing. You had a chick who's going, it's going to kill you. He had to help his buddy. You knew that the Kerry guy, Kerry is whatever his name is.
Right.
What a jerk he was. And he kind of looked like Viper.
Yeah, he did.
When he walks up that one time, so he's got that guy.
They ripped it.
But he's not a tough guy. He's not tough at all.
The thing about Top Gun is like, all right, so why is it hard for Tom Cruise?
You knew it was the slingshot. You knew what he was going to do.
Why is it tough for Tom Cruise to get back in the plane in Top Gun, right? It's because his buddy died.
Yeah.
like this is like the conflict here for him is like
Ricky
really,
Bobby didn't want to drive a car until his daddy put Karen in there with him, and
Yeah.
he put some cocaine under
But,
his
like,
car. Yeah.
and they make fun, this the why for him to get back to the car was like incredibly contrived. Like I love watching the racing scenes. I watched the movie again because I think it looks so good and it's so exciting to watch this movie. But like you kind of ask yourself, it's like what are we trying to do here?
Yes, it's mindless entertainment.
Thank
That's
you.
what it
But
is,
like
yeah.
Top Gun is like
it's
good
Happy
mindless
Gilmore.
Like
it's
okay,
dodgeball.
No, I know what you're saying.
It's
You're
not
saying-
dodgeball though. It's
so
not.
you would rather watch Top Gun 100 times in a row
Yes.
instead of watching Top Gun 80 times and this one 20 times?
I would watch Top Gun.
See, I'm just.
But here's I love
that's just
NASCAR
everybody's
too.
different.
I was
love
wondering.
NASCAR.
I was wondering too if you're a NASCAR fan. This was my question because I'm not, and when
I am, and I love it.
Okay, love it.
Yeah,
NASCAR
and that's-
fans love this movie.
And I was back in that day. I mean, I followed, the Bill Elliott's,
okay, so
the
the
Rusty
que-
Wallace's,
so the question is,
the Jeff Gordon's, and
if you're watching this, does it look? Is it? Oh, well, they did not do a good job. All that language you're talking, that's silly. They wouldn't say that. They wouldn't do. Is it pretty accurate in the way things are portrayed?
as best as I can remember from having seen it back
Like,
then.
about
But again, it's
the-
been
about the
years since
tires.
I've seen it.
Hey,
Richard Petty said no.
You're running your tire out. I mean, is that real?
That's real.
I
Totally.
didn't buy. I
That's
wanted
real.
Are their faces really that dirty when they're
Sweaty.
driving like that? Because I don't know if that was all made up or whatever. I mean,
I don't know,
tell
that's
me
what I'm
another
saying.
NASCAR movie before that movie. I don't know if there was one. So I mean, they took
It's
it.
the greatest-
They did what they had to do.
It's the greatest NASCAR movie. Is that right?
No. But Ricky Bobby's the greatest.
Talladega Nights is pretty
That's
damn
number
good.
one.
No,
I mean,
it's not number one.
Elvis and
Days of Thunder
Speedway.
is fine. It's not
What?
a 4-star.
Elvis and
Talladega Nights
Speedway.
was a spoof of
Here's
this
one.
movie.
Yeah, that's right. That's my
Talladega-
opinion.
yeah,
No, it's not just your opinion. I believe that's fact. It was a spoof of this. They took everything they could to spoof it. Again, the wreck that he makes, they exaggerated it in Talladega. Now, here's some. Hey, gentlemen, I agree with Justin. Entertainment value is good. Roger's too critical. It's my opinion. It's Justin's opinion.
He's an actor. The actor is always going to be more critical.
It's not even that. I like editing. I'm picking out other stuff. It's my opinion. I'm not telling you what
Hey,
you
how
can
about
and can't
two?
like.
How about
Listen,
this?
if you want to go with Justin on everything, it's not
hey,
going to change my life.
To take it a different.
Whoa!
To take it a
I
different.
don't think that happens on this show.
To take it a different direction. How about Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, how about the
Wow,
23-year-old?
show us some
The
skin.
23-year-old neurologist. That's
Sure,
how I
yeah,
buy that.
She's in the pit. She's in the pit in her white outfit.
Look at the very end of the movie. You got Duvall's character at the very end. He's looking for Harry. He goes down
Yeah,
there.
they run- they're
what are you
running
doing?
together at the
We just-
end.
Absolutely, it's on. What is it? I told you, it's Rocky. It's
I-
Rocky 3.
I was
do
looking
love-
at the list of other NASCAR movies, and a couple of these really make me kind of chuckle a bit. Stroker Ace,
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
saw
sure. Yeah.
Six Pack,
Nope.
Okay.
Kenny Rogers,
yeah.
Red Dirt Rising. I'm not familiar with that
No,
one.
that's a Justin Moore song.
I will say the funniest part of this movie is when Nicole Kidman is seeing Cruz the first time, and
Yes.
Cruz thinks it's another one of the
Yeah,
jokes.
that was good.
But like then Duvall going and apologizing was just like ridiculous. You're
Well,
like, I just want to say I'm
well-
sorry because that's not who he is. Okay, the doctor doesn't really care.
It was sort of cornball, but I also thought that it was sort of funny.
Did
seeing
you enjoy the sugar packets to explain drafting? I thought
Somebody,
that was
somebody said they
ridiculous.
wanted to be sugar packets on her leg, is what somebody said.
Look, she looks fantastic.
I will say I thought it was sort of corny but fun. You knew it was going to
It
happen.
was corny but fun. $60 million budget, $158 million
Bang, bang.
at the box
Yeah.
office. That was fantastic. It was a. It makes me want to go to a NASCAR race.
Yes.
As to watch it because I mean it's fun going to a NASCAR race.
Yes.
I'd rather watch it in person than
Yes.
watching it on TV, except for the last little thing. Talladega Nights I like, but I like this movie. I thought it was fun. It was a release. You kind of saw that it was a good guy. There was the soundtrack. I can't tell you anything about the soundtrack. I don't know anything about that. But it was worth a watch.
I was saying it's corny but fun. The scene I was talking about is when Cruz and Rowdy are in the hospital, and you knew what was going to happen.
Yep.
They were going to race down the hallway in their wheelchairs. Yeah.
They raced. They raced everything. They raced NASCAR.
You knew that
rental
was going to
cars,
happen.
and wheelchairs.
Yeah,
Well, they
so-
didn't like each other, so you saw when they both lied about where they'd been. There was actually a true story again about two race car drivers back in the day who would rent cars and then race like that and tear them up. Now, to that degree, I don't know, but just doing a little back.
So what's
searching.
scale of 1 to 4? So 4 being the best, 1 being the least.
I'll give
What
it
do
a
you-
2.
Okay, Josh, what do you got?
Yeah, it's a 2. Like I've been critical of Tom Cruise this week, especially. I don't know why, but like I really do think he's one of the most important actors the last 50 years. This might be bottom 5 performance.
Can I tell you? I've got his bottom. I got a list of his bottom 10. This is not in it.
Well, that person needs to.
Well, you better watch out. Somebody's going to get you for being too critical on the movie.
Like I would say, like what he does in. Well, Tropic Thunder, he's out of control. I mean, that's an all-time performance. But like Jerry Maguire, that performance to me is amazing and unbelievable. Collateral also.
Born on the 4th of July.
Color
of Money. Magnolia.
Color of Money.
See, you're looking at the more artistic things.
Few Good Men.
Yeah, but like,
which
what is
proves
he doing
my
in Mission
point
Impossible
from earlier.
No. Justin, I totally agree with you.
All right, Josh, here we go.
I
Tom
think you're
Cruise's movies in chronological order by release date: Risky Business, Top Gun, The Color of Money, Rain Man, Cocktail, Born on the 4th of July, Days of Thunder is his 7th movie. Now,
that was early in his
first
career.
Risky Business was 1983, and Days of Thunder 91. And again, if you think it's one of his worst movies, that's your opinion. And I'm not going to push back on that. I can see what you're talking about. But when you know what he is today and you look at him there and you go, that dude worked on his craft and he became even better.
Yeah, I don't think he's working in this movie. He looks like he kind of mails it in. Like,
well, for what it's worth, Quentin Tarantino said it was his favorite big-budget racing movie.
Is that right?
Well, because he loves Tony Scott, though. He loves Tony. Tarantino loves Tony
He
Scott.
said, yeah, you laugh, but seriously, I'm a big fan. To me, Days of Thunder is the movie Grand Prix and Le Mans should have been. Sure, it had a big budget, big stars, and a big director in Tony Scott, but it had a fun of those early AIP movies. I just don't think it works if you try to take the thing too seriously.
Look at this movie right here. Look at this. All right, so I just told you Risky Business, Top Gun, Color Money, Rain Man, Cocktail, Born on 4th of July, Days of Thunder. After Days of Thunder, which was 1991 when that movie came out, look what happened in the next few years. You had The Firm, Jerry Maguire, Mission Impossible, and A Few Good Men.
Boom. That's a sweet spot right there. That's a sweet spot.
That's a very good sweet spot. That's a very good sweet spot.
This movie made what 170 million.
Bruckheimer and Simpson were printing money at this point.
Yeah, made a ton of money, and
I give it a 2. I liked it. Will I watch it again if it comes on for a little bit? But I also like the relationship between. I looked at those actors, Duvall and Cruise, and I liked the relationship. It made me go. I want to go back now and watch Reacher, and I want to see if there's anything in the movie Reacher that they use again, another line or two from this movie. And I'd be willing to bet there was. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'd be willing to bet there was something because there was something about one of them being older than the other one. I just thought.
I've got a really good friend who he and I talk about movies and stuff, and I thought Tom Cruise was great in Jack Reacher.
I love him. I love that movie.
And he absolutely hated him. He goes, he ain't Reacher. I thought those movies. What was there, 2 or 3 of them?
2 of them. Yeah, I've seen them
both
they
50
were great.
times.
Yeah, I did too.
I
like the
enjoyed
character.
them.
I like the character. Yeah. Yeah, and
I like his Reacher better than I like
the new guy. Yeah, you don't like the big guy.
Well, I haven't watched it enough. Yeah. I mean, I've only watched a half of one season, and I got out. Maybe I shouldn't be too critical, and I should,
I'm giving it 1.5.
I'll give it 2.5, and I enjoyed it. It's sort of mindless fun. I would watch it again on the background.
4.
Boom.
4 for Justin.
A category we had last week: best snack to go with Days of Thunder. What do you guys think?
Best snack?
We said what's the food that
beef jerky.
What's the food that you get at the theater to go with this movie?
Oh, that's cool. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
We're watching it at home or we're watching it at the theater.
You can pick. You can say this.
What's the food to go with watching?
I mean,
Days
this is quite literally a popcorn movie. So I'm gonna go with peanut M&Ms.
The Milk Duds for me. Do want to thank Hawks Homes. Kevin Hawks was up here the other day, Roger. HawksHomes.net is the website. They can build anything for you, up to 5 bedrooms, lake house, duck club, you name it. They can even find the land for you. So call them and tell them you heard about them through the Morning Mayhem movie review. Appreciate Kevin and Brian and the Hawks family. Do not go away, 9:30. I think we got Pat Bradley coming out.
The Diamond Hogs have their sights set on Omaha. Hear every game along the way on 103.7 The Buzz. Brought to you by Whataburger and Edwards Food Giant.
This is Sports Center.
One half of the 2025 NBA Finals is set. The Oklahoma City Thunder take down the Minnesota Timberwolves in game number 5, 124-94 last night in Oklahoma City. They win the series 4-1. It was a big evening for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 34 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds, 22.7 boards for Chet Holmgren, and then Jalen Williams had 19 points and 8 boards. OKC returns the finals for the first time since 2012. Their opponent will figure that out potentially tonight. It's game number 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers from Madison Square Garden. It's a 7:30 tip time. You can catch it on TNT and Max. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly cloudy today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 80. Maybe some stronger thunderstorms, but probably not severe thunderstorms. The chance of showers and thunderstorms will continue through the evening hours. It's a 40% chance of rain, and overnight we'll have a low of 60. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs, is back and happening July 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the State House Convention Center in downtown Little Rock. Your ticket includes a tasting cup and margarita samples from some of the best bars and restaurants in the city. Early bird tickets are just $35, but prices go up soon, so don't wait. Come sip, sample, and celebrate summer at the most refreshing event of the season.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames. Because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster. Which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Randy and Rick on Drive Time Sports every week for Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Boy, the debate continues, Shannon, during the break.
Well, wasn't that the truth?
Wow, Roger and Josh and Christian chopping it up,
Yeah.
Justin.
We're just chopping it up.
Chopping it up.
If You know what? For the people that go, we might be too critical on a movie. Maybe someone in their family passed away, and that's a thought of their movie. We don't want to take that away. Or maybe you fell in love for the first time watching that movie. If that's the case, then I give it 100. If that's what it is.
Been a fun show today. Been fast paced. Couple of takeaways. Besides that, it was great to have Anthony Black and you up here, Shannon and Joe and Melinda. Couple things on the radar now. Terry Bradshaw, who knows? He may be a weekly caller.
How about
Justin
that?
brought up maybe Joe Nichols may be a weekly caller. How about maybe a trip to St. Louis to see the Cards and the Cubs the same couple nights that Justin's performing there in St. Louis? And then, Roger, the other one we talked about, is there a NASCAR race still out there that we need to go see? We threw that out there.
Track?
We threw out a couple the other day.
Texas is the only one
We played Talladega a few weeks ago. We should have done it.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know. I didn't think about.
I guess the tough part about the super speedways is, the races are exciting, but it's hard. It's hard to see. It can be hard to see everything.
Oh, we've got
That's why I like
connections.
short tracks, man.
We've got connections.
Well,
I'm a short track guy.
maybe we go to Murfreesboro and watch a dirt track.
Talladega and
I
Bristol's
think Bristol would be cool. I think
we went to Texas Speedway.
We got to look and see what races are left available.
They all have to be a certain window. They have to be on. They have to be Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3, and that's it.
we just got there. They're only halfway through the season this year.
I know. I know.
Listen, but again, that movie makes you want to go see other ones.
It does.
Do want to thank ABC Supply for sponsoring Shannon today. Shannon's debating as much as he's playing music today, which is fine. I think we've got Pat Bradley, who we missed on Monday. Let's check in with Pat.
It's now time to talk to the shooter. Pat Bradley, brought to you by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Take advantage of rates starting as low as 1.99% with Alcoa's summertime auto loan special. PB is also presented by Cabot Outdoors, where you can save $600 off Hustler mowers through May 31st. Now, from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
Good morning, PB.
Hey, boys, what do you say?
You know,
I got a
yes.
NASCAR thing for you. Come up to New Hampshire Speedway.
New Hampshire. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's a
We've
good
got-
track up there.
I can't remember last time I watched a race there.
Have
but
you
yeah.
been to a race there, Pat?
Never. But I heard it's fantastic.
Yeah, you know what's another good movie that I bet Pat has heard of? Racing movie, Raj and Justin, that we had mentioned. Ford versus Ferrari, based on a true story. I don't know, Justin, I don't know if you've seen it. Roger, I know you've seen it. It's hard to believe.
I haven't. I wanted to, but I haven't.
It's worth watching.
It is.
It's worth watching. Who's in that? What's his name?
Christian Bale.
Bale and is it Matt Damon?
Yeah.
And then one other. Yeah, that's actually Christian Bale is great in it.
Christian Bale's in it. Matt Damon's
Based
real
on a
good
true
in it.
story. Yeah.
It's based on a true story, and it's also Steve, or is it Marshall?
John Bernthal's in it too.
Yeah.
By the way, Justin, my dad, I was telling we've got some connections with NASCAR, Raj. Yeah. My dad, one of his best friends, won Talladega.
Really?
It had the race team that won Talladega.
Wow.
What year is that, Pop? Send me the year that James Finch won. So we got some connections. Of course, we have here in Arkansas with Batesville, the racing
Mark
Martin's team. Yeah,
we know
exactly.
Mark Martin. Yeah, they've got races going on up there.
PB, we had Anthony Black on today. He was outstanding, and of course, he jumped back pretty quick when I said, "Well, I guess Oklahoma City's gonna roll with this thing." He goes, "Wait a minute." He said, "Indiana's pretty good.
Indiana's pretty dang good."
Yeah.
man.
So, what do you think, PB?
Yeah, I just think Indiana's well balanced. They got about four guys that can score for you. Oklahoma City, they've also got great balance. They've been one of the best defensive teams all year. They've got again another team where they got about three guys that can really hurt you. I mean, you've got to give Oklahoma City the edge for overall, but I just think Indiana can surprise them because they can score so well. So many different options from a scoring standpoint that can hurt you, and they find ways. Like something to be said about being down 10 and fighting your way back, or just one or two guys able to make that one big play at the end of the game, and they seem to have that.
Yeah,
and they're hard to catch too.
Yeah, PB.
Yeah.
To me, as far as Indiana goes, Siakam is the X factor to me.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
He is a tough cover, man. And just when I mean, he's a guy that can give you what did he go for 37 the other night.
39.
And obviously Halliburton can do that, but yeah, Siakam, he's got a championship, man. He won it with the Raptors, so you know he's legit.
Pat, we got some positive news this week. Carter Knox coming back. I think most of us sort of has assumed that. Not the case with Thero. That was announced he's staying in the process in the draft. But great to get Knox back. Certainly help the team next year.
Yeah, and he was one of the guys, him and Billy Richmond, two freshmen that throughout the course of the season, they just continued to get better and better. And, you know, Carter Knox, his shooting improved, his confidence, and just overall understanding of the game. So, you know, in this day and age, of course, the transfer portal, I mean, if you can get your guys back, you know, with the NBA draft, you know, obviously it's a big win for the Hogs to get him back. But, you know, you look at Cal's roster, I can't remember the last time. I think he signed 3 freshmen.
Yeah.
And then the rest is either his returners or a transfer. So I can't remember. I don't know when the last time. It'd be funny. I don't know if you guys talked to him. Even the last time he only brought in 3 freshmen.
Yeah.
Like when was the last year?
They get any big transfers? I don't even because their roster's pretty.
Yeah, Nick Pringle and
early.
The 2 big kids.
Feels like it was a year ago.
The big kids.
Was
Right?
it
Yeah.
Ewan?
Yeah.
From Florida State.
Yeah, the bigs. Pat, you made a point about Carter. You know, they bad against Kansas, but then he was awesome against St. John's. And I remember that game against Texas Tech. You could tell he wanted the ball in his hands, and to be like that in the tournament and to make impactful plays. I mean, he was Arkansas's best player in that game, and for that at 18 and with his size, like they don't need him to put the ball on the deck, but man. I think he's got a chance to be, you know, I think he could have gone to the NBA now. I think somebody would have taken him, but he could be a terror next year, especially the shooting numbers are awesome.
Yeah, you're right. He's great size, strong. He really doesn't show any fear. I mean, for what it's worth, defensively on the glass, he's going to be able to help in all areas. And then now he starts to get more consistent, knocking down shots. He is going to be a terror. That's a good way to put it.
Hey, PB, question for me. The 2 questions as far as the roster goes, which I really like this roster, but to me, number 1, do we have enough 3-point shooting? Number 2, because that's been a thorn in our side for the last 4 or 5 years, really, even going back to Muss. Number 2. Do we have enough backcourt as far as the 4 goes? Because it feels like, man, you have 1 injury and you're back in the same position you were last year. Do we need to go get 1 or both of those guys?
See, I kept thinking that he was going to add a veteran perimeter guy, or shooter, however you describe him, you know, similar to a guy like John L. Davis. But I think he loves I think Coach Cal believes like Darius Acuff could be a high-level shooter and scorer, and the other kid, Malik Thomas, is a very crafty scorer himself. And then you throw in there obviously DJ Wagner and Billy Richmond, sort of that. You know, he can kind of
which neither are great 3-point shooters. You know what I mean?
No, Billy had his. Yeah, but I think he's putting a lot on Acuff and Malik Thomas, and you know, Cal's always been like that, though. You know, I mean, it's kind of his last year at Kentucky, I guess it was, sort of like an anomaly where they led the league in 3-pointers made, 3-point percentage. You know, he's sort of always been, you know, one of those guys attacking the rim, gets the free throw line. And, you know, we talked about this before probably about how he's really, you know, he's always had a strong defensive team and defensive mind. So
what about the front court, though? Like, so you have Brazil, you have Ewan, and you have Pringle. don't you need maybe one more guy there? Even if it's just a guy that eats up minutes, or do they think that Artell can take some of those minutes? The freshman, incoming freshman, Kareem Artell.
I don't know much about him, but I think you start to look at it, and I know everybody's concerned about injuries, but if he's going to be playing 8-9 guys, now you start getting into you got three freshmen, but two that are, I think both of them are 5-star, at least McDonald's All-Americans, and then you get the guys that were there last year, so you kind of getting into a numbers game. I mean, it'd be nice to bolster every position, I'm sure, but that's kind of, we saw what it was last year, and they figured a way how to put it together. It took guys a little bit of time to come around.
Justin, wait, hold on. What was the player's name?
It's Rtail, I believe. And I thought it was Kareem, but I could be wrong. That may not be his first name.
I don't know much
but he's
about
a
him, but I can
4
look
or
him up.
5-star incoming freshman.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Well, we'll see. You didn't make a big impression on any of us, I guess.
Pat, I know we just said we got to get you in. Thank your wonderful sponsors. Glad we got you in for a few minutes today. Didn't want to miss you this week.
Love it. You get the crew. You get the whole crew in there. And thanks to Alcoa, Community Federal Credit Union, the summertime auto loan special rates as low as 1.99%. So make sure to check them out at alcoascu.org. And our great friends, Cabot Outdoors. You need mowers, tools, power equipment. Now's the time, boys. Make it easy on yourselves. I know Jay Moore's got that big backyard. It's just some good equipment.
Thanks, PB. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good weekend.
Bye, boys.
All right, we'll come back. We'll come back and wrap things up. And by the way, James Finch won with Brad Keselowski at Talladega 2009. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Brad Keselowski?
Yeah, Brad Keselowski.
Yes, that was this guy. This is my dad's best friend.
That's cool.
He's got the race team. So, boom, we're in.
Your dad's best friend.
Yeah, owns the race team that won Talladega back in 2009. He's in Panama City. How about that?
Well, you sandbagging.
I know. And how about this? We're gonna take that. We're gonna raise it one more. Justin, would you like to throw out the first pitch of St. Louis in the Cards and the Cubs rather?
I mean, I will. I've done it at Busch Stadium before.
Oh, okay. You've already.
So I got experience.
Oh, listen.
All right.
Famous Braves fan Justin Moore to throw out the first pitch.
I was going to say, yeah, Braves fan, and I thought you'd done it at Pittsburgh. I didn't know if you'd done it at St. Louis.
I've done it at 4 or 5 different places.
Whoa!
Which one was your favorite?
Whoa! Very nice.
Probably the Cards. Yeah. I mean, they do things right.
I like that. All right, listen, Roger. So many possibilities, so many activities, so many activities out there.
We got to do all of that in one day.
It's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may be. Baptist Health really is so much more. Life isn't just about living. It's about living well. Life isn't just about living. It's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
It's high-flying action in Hot Springs at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Arena football featuring your Hot Springs Wise Guys. Hard-hitting action, speed like no other, and indoors at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena. Hot Springs Wise Guys' first home game is Saturday, May 31st against the Eau Claire Axemen. Tickets available online only at hotspringswiseguys.com. Don't miss the action Saturday, May 31st. Hot Springs Wise Guys take on the Eau Claire Axemen at Oaklawn's Arena League Field at Banco ZK Arena.
It's DJ Williams here, and I want to tell you about Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier. Natural beef for the natural state, producing high-quality Angus beef that includes ribeye, filet, sirloin, New York strip, chuck roast, and ground beef patties. High-quality Angus beef is available in quarter, half, and whole sides, or you can order steak and burger bundle boxes. Don't go to the store. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and place your order for beef bundle boxes or sides of beef. Or you can call 501-460-1688. Shop local and support family-owned Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners to participate in our Spring Into Savings event. 30 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including our revolutionary new laser etched shower wall system. That's right. You'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 30 homeowners to call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. Your pool and spa chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Bacosil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems. You can always bring in a pool or spa water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. They also carry Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Blackman Auctions presents Trey Schapp reporting for the SEC spring meetings. All 16 head football coaches, men's and women's basketball coaches, and athletic directors all under one roof at the Sandestin Hilton. What will the landscape of college athletics look like? Trey will check in with updates throughout the week. Trey Schapp live from the SEC spring meetings presented by Blackman Auctions and brought to you in part by Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group and Bet Saracen.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Shannon.
yeah.
That's for Shannon Lynn. Found out that Shannon's not a fan of this song.
What's that, Josh?
This song is his bacon.
Okay, Josh has got me the audio. You said Coach Pittman called and left me a message
He
when I
did.
asked him to come to play trivia with me? Yes, let's go to the message.
I don't know who you
You know,
are.
that's just terrible, Coach. I don't know. Stop it.
6:30 tonight at Mainline Sports Bar. Roger will be doing trivia. Shannon, thanks so much for coming up, man.
Oh, had a blast.
We had a busy show, but we enjoyed the montages that you had for us, and we'll start looking at maybe Cubs and Cardinals. That
That'd be
might be
awesome.
fun to do.
You know,
and
it's just like old times, isn't it? You come up here prepared to
That's
tell a lot
right.
of stuff, and we do none of it.
Oh, we used about every bit I had.
Listen, what we need to do is one-hit wonders.
His contributions on the mic were just as important
Oh,
today.
no, that's even better. He's our buddy, and he smells good.
And then I like the Joe Nichols idea from Justin.
I do too. Joe's
Maybe Terry
I love
Bradshaw.
Joe.
Who knows what we may do this fall.
Maybe we go to Terry Mahan's house.
Don't forget, too, we've got Betting 101 for the ladies June 10th now. Listen, it's free drinks, free food at the amazing Cash Restaurant. Oaklawn Sports, the sponsor, will be involved. If you want to learn how to use the Oaklawn Sports app, ladies, this is a lot of fun. Bring some girlfriends, but you got to go to chuck@signalmedia.com. Only got about 50 or 60 seats. It'll be a lot of fun.
That'll go quick.
Yeah,
that'll go quick.
Leave him some emojis.
I think we've got Justin Akery on with us. Good morning, Justin.
Boys, what we up to today?
What's up, man?
On?
You still on the road, right?
Yeah, I'm coming back tonight, and then I'm going to pass Josh, like 2 ships passing in the day.
We gave some love to the UCA pitcher that's now with the Royals, who did something that hadn't been done since 1893.
Noah Cameron stuff.
Yeah, how about that?
Really cool.
It hadn't been done since 1893. That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that, but it's pretty awesome for sure.
It's a heck of a start.
Sure, Harry King was covering that game back in the day. So we're going to be up here previewing the regional. I haven't met Ryan White yet, but he's the executive director of the foundation.
Yeah.
We're doing the show from the foundation office today, which is right next to Baum, which is right next to the hog pen, and they're going to be lining up here. I haven't actually peeked out there. They're probably already lining up.
I think they are, yeah.
Yep. So we've got him. We've got Bubba Carpenter coming by today. We're going to talk to him about the games this weekend. Trey Biddy's stopping over here to see us in person, so we'll get all these guys on today. Coach Zimmerman's in the house. We're going to talk to him. He's always got some good insights on different things. And we're not only going to talk about the Fayetteville Regional, but the Baton Rouge Regional. We're going to have Jackson Wells on his appearance this week. Hopefully not his last one, because next week he's going to be talking Super Regional baseball from the Little Rock Trojans, thanks to Thompson Electric. So we got all that coming up and much, much more. So stick around.
Justin, hopefully when we talk to you next week, we'll be talking about the Super Regional in Fayetteville. Have a good rest of the trip down there in Florida with the family.
Hopefully we'll be talking good about it.
That's exactly right. And Shannon, thanks to ABC Supply. Jeff Lee, appreciate them sponsoring you. Good to see you.
Good to see
you guys. We're going to work on the trip. We're going to be at Fletcher Dodge tomorrow.
We're going to be there.
Our man Frank Fletcher.
We sure are going to be there. David, thanks for getting me this gig.
It's been a great gig, hasn't it?
So far,
and
so good.
You got another gig tonight at Oaklawn.
Oh, mainline. Come on down, hang out.
That's right. All right. Do not go away. Zone's up next.
They're back. That's right. Steak Burger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing, huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop. But get there early.
When you golf in Missouri, the courses are so close you'll spend more time on the fairway than the freeway. After the back nine, enjoy world-class dining and distilleries, shops and spas, museums, and more. Find your new golf MO at visitmo.com.
This is Justin Akery with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.